Cut the sound on, right? There we go. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. I am your host. Always happy to be your host. Ed Honcho. I hope you guys are having an excellent, magnificent, wonderful evening. And yeah, I think they do got some early birds who come and they pick up all the pistachio, that's all, folks. Pistachios, and then they run. Yeah, you can't trust people. But I hope you all are hope you all are doing well. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope life is treating you better than it is worse. Yeah, I guess I should hold this thing by the fucking handle, right? It makes way more sense. But that's how you know it's nothing hot in here, because that would be stupid. But again, like I said, I'm your host, Ed Honcho. Welcome to the Den. You follow the Den Show on all the proper social medias listed below. I think it's easier to do that than anything else. Scotty is located right outside the door, being a dickhead. He didn't want to come in, and I'm not going to beg him to come in, because what Scotty likes to do is come in, realize I'm not giving him any food, and then he wants to go right back out the door and see if he can bother somebody else or hope that someone else will give him some type of food. So, fuck Scotty. But tonight we're going to talk about a few things. And so what I'm trying to figure out here is, I'm trying to come with the theme days, right? Come with a few themed ideas. And so, I don't know. I'm sitting here with this What's Up Wednesday, and I guess maybe that's a variety of stuff, just kind of whatever is going on in the world, discussing a variety of things, but it's kind of what we almost always do anyway. But, like I said, we'll figure it all out as we go days. Friday, we get back to, talking dirty after darks and things like that. But as we figure it all out, we'll go from there. But it's good to join you guys, and like I said, excuse me, I'm going to do my best to be back on the regular schedule. Just gotta work it out. Just gotta put in more work, and you never gain more by doing less. So, well, I guess that's a lie. I guess you could. But anyway, let's see who we have joining us this evening. Let's get into some good conversation. And it should be very interesting to see what we end up talking about tonight. I see 335 in the building. I see DeMarkey, I'm moving to Canada, Johnson in the house. Rashida Reed in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Sweetberry, Culture to Anubis. What's the motherfucking deal? Shonda, good evening. What's the motherfucking deal? Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of something. There's another Shonda unknown. I'm just like, what was Shonda's last name? And I was confusing myself for a second. Only one lie. Hopefully, you'll be blessing us with the lovely tunes of the one-woman band, the La La Las. I don't know where that came from. Marie Lovely, the loveliest of all the Maries. How are you doing this evening? I'm glad that you could join us. Benjova, what's the motherfucking deal? Cartier, what's the motherfucking deal? Like I said, I hope all of you are doing well, eating God's chicken. Yeah, nah, you was a traitor. You was over there. You wanted the ghetto chicken. You was going ghetto chicken over God's chicken. You was fiending for Popeyes, and you even had the sandwich fiending for it. How you fiend for something you never even had? Terrible. You hate to see it. Speaking of God's chicken, speaking of chicken, period. About a month or so ago, maybe like, I'm trying to think, did I have it before we moved? Maybe right before we moved, right after we moved. I think right before we moved. Came across this excellent recipe for baked chicken. And just changed the game. Like, changed the chicken game. I am the king of baked chicken. The juiciest chicken breast that you will ever eat. I'm telling you, it's just, I can eat this recipe every day. I've mastered it. And a couple of, well, I ain't gonna lie, the second time I did, I was a little bit too salty. But after that, it's been nothing but perfection. I have a special blend of herbs and seasonings that make it so wonderful. And it's great. And will challenge any chicken. I cannot share the recipe because then it'll be everybody's recipe. It's got to keep it my recipe. Maybe one day I'll share it. But yeah, because I used to be a boss with the fried chicken. Like when I was young, that's all my friends knew. Like I could like shit. I don't know. I just had it's like the only thing I could cook when I was young was fucking fried chicken. But it was like they would swear up and down it's the best fried chicken they ever had. And these were, I don't know, Hispanic, white people. Niggas always gonna challenge your chicken. Niggas gotta stay challenging. They can't have their chicken outdone. They gonna swear up and down. They mama, they cousin, or somebody have it. Yo, your mama burn chicken. I make the best goddamn chicken. But I haven't made fried chicken in a while. But like I say, so we're going to bring your own bun. Good luck. My thing is this. You can clean the shit out of something. My thing is this, man. So I want to talk about a few things tonight. And we'll start off, and I won't take up all the time. I'll take up a lot of the time, but I won't take up all the time. We'll start off Footballer 503. What's the motherfucking deal? I want to talk about the Guyger verdict. And Nay, what's the motherfucking deal? And I told y'all yesterday, do not be surprised. I told y'all yesterday, wait until the final outcome. Because the same people yesterday, and I'm not talking about dead folk, I'm just talking about other sources, other places, other people I see, other things that I follow or come across on the day-to-day. Yesterday, people swore up and down this was a victory for black people. The brother, I didn't hear what happened with the brother. I've heard some rumblings here and there. Somebody said something wasn't kosher with it. But I didn't see all the testimony. I think I saw the friend of hers, the one who looked, I don't know if she was Hispanic or Asian or what, but I didn't watch all the testimony. But I saw that, they only gave her 10 years. The brother was on some bullshit. That was the one that wouldn't talk, right? Wow. Word? Couldn't be me, bro. We will talk about that in just a minute then. That's what I say. In 10, you probably do half of that. Look, we talked about forgiveness yesterday. Look, I'd have been, it would have been switching places to try. You gonna let me have a free hug? I have direct snap. Anyway, so my thing is this. Said there's testimony where other kids have walked to the wrong apartment. Well, if that's the case, and I'm not gonna lie. I just haven't had the opportunity. I'd probably be a sue happy person if the opportunity came. But if that's the case, fuck it. Sue the fucking complex, goddammit. Yeah, look, I can't just take, like I say, if he was just one of them dudes that was just out there living fast, just doing a bunch of dumb shit, I'd probably feel a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it would be justified because I think there's other implications in this case. Vincent, what's the motherfucking deal? And money's not going to bring him back. It's not going to fix anything. But it's just like, I'm going to be honest, man. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's unfortunate that you got to go through, but you have to sit down for a little while. Like, I'm going to need you to really think about this shit for quite some time. Look, I'm not saying anything. Look, jail versus prison, two different things. Prison is not a cakewalk for anybody, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just, because I don't even look at, like I say, yeah, you're going to have the racial-based aspect of it, but I always say there's like guinea pigs. We're going to test some things out on the ones we can get away with it first, and then we're going to see how it works on everybody. Because you never think back with the that Boston situation, the Boston Marathon situation. Be cautious with some of the words that I use. But I don't know if you guys ever watched videos of how they search for that suspect. You know what I'm saying? They went house to house dragging these people out of their homes. No justification that the dude was there or in there. Now they had to do what they had to do to find it, whatever. But they brought people out of their homes at gunpoint. And to me, I was like, ooh, that's real questionable right there. You know, your home is supposed to be your domicile, your domain, your place of peace and whatever. But now it almost doesn't feel like that's the case. It's like, hey, well, you're here while you're here. But that shit don't mean shit, you know. Huh? Yeah, that's what I say. They gave her 10. Like I said, I don't know if you know, I don't know if there's I didn't check if there's going to be a chance of, you know, parole in 5 or anything like that. But that's the interesting thing. You know, I thought it might be 20 and then they, you know, she gets out in 10 or something like that. But it is what it is. The minimum was it was 5 to 99. I saw something like that. But you know, again, it's unfortunate because, like I say, the dude, from by all accounts, was a good dude. Yeah, R. Kelly gonna be like, well, look, hey man, you know, wow, wow, word. Welcome, Miss Victoria Eccles. I'm not sure if you've been here before, but welcome to the den. I haven't seen that name, or if I haven't, it may have been a while. But welcome to the den. They said she can get probation. Well, it'll be parole after 5. Yeah. So yeah, she'll be there for 5, and then she'll get out. It'll be what it is. Yeah, eating vanilla ice cream. That's how plain he was. He was eating vanilla ice cream. Not even cookies and cream. Not even fucking Rocky Road or Millennium Crunch or my personal favorite, pecan pralines and cream. Uh, you know, it's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. But my thing is just like, it's just like the I don't know, because you've seen motherfuckers. I've seen motherfuckers get more for, you know, what would you call criminal negligence in certain situations. Um, because I think almost in a sense you could paint that picture. Because my thing is like, look, say you got a lot of people that go to this apartment complex. I think they said something about, because I remember seeing a couple of weeks back something about, they said 60 something reports of people going to the wrong apartment or whatever. Then I'm sure if that is the case, then not everybody's reported. Oops, I went to the wrong. Most people are just like, fuck, I went to the wrong apartment. Let me go back to where I'm supposed to go. But it's like, the thing to me that just blows my mind is, if your key card or whatever it is that you use, the dilly dally didn't work, and it rings up red. Red is like, stop. Something's wrong. Something ain't right. Like, something should like register there. It's not like red means go. Oh, red, it didn't work. Let me force myself into the door, right? Because that's basically what they're saying. They said that it was red, and then she forced her way in, or the door, I don't know if it was cracked or whatever else. So that's why I say it's just, and then, you know, again, the justification for being distracted because you want some officer dick. You know, just little things, like I say, I don't know. You've seen people get more for less. And again, like I said, I have questions. But then again, each case is different. You got to think about jurisdiction. You got to think about people that are involved. You got to think about states. All I mean, different things. It's just a lot to it. But I do think that, like I say, either way it goes down, I think it was very little punishment for the crime. I mean, at the very least, I don't know if you tack on some type of civil. Like, I mean, it's just. To me, it's just it's I don't know. It's not enough. I mean, that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. Well, you're a cat burglar, Heidi, so you would know that the doors fuck up all the time. What's the motherfucking deal, Wise? Vanilla is the best with marshmallow. What? That sounds like the most plain shit ever. Vanilla with marshmallows and whipped cream. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. Uh, yeah, like I say, it's just like because I'm just trying to think about it, man. Like I don't know, but me, I'm not gonna say I'm super cautious, and I'm not gonna say I've never, because me and my old lady were talking about it. She's like, well, I've parked places and gone to I've done that, gone to the wrong car, but I think that's different. It's like a completely different scenario. If you've parked somewhere, cars are similar, open space, relatively close to one another. You try your key, it doesn't work. You know, elbow the fucking window in and get in the car. You sit there, you might try a couple times, like, why isn't this working? Like, oh, this ain't my car. I don't got fucking a baby on board sticker in the back. I don't have fucking some type of Hawaiian wreath hanging from the fucking rear view mirror. Yeah, I definitely don't have pink seat covers. I might be making a mistake here. But like I say, it's that there's like a hiccup in the flow of things. So when you normally go home, you open your door, you walk in. There's nothing that kind of jolts you and say, hey, something's not right. Like I don't think the response is, hey, this ain't working. Automatically start beating the door in or whatever else it may be. That's just my perspective. Again, and I just like I take a step back, like, what? Hold on, something ain't right. Now, again, that's not to say that I haven't made a mistake or I haven't gotten the wrong thing. Um, so there's that. Other thing I want to talk about, and like I said, we're gonna have it's what's up in the world, what's up Wednesday. Like I said, I'm gonna start trying to come with the theme days, so we can talk about that. I'm gonna open up the line. Another thing I want to discuss, I want to do some videos for them, but I want to just talk about them before it gets the stories get too stagnant. One of the stories I wanted to talk about was the homecoming queen. Oh, pause. That sounds terrible. I was trying to make a play on words. That sounds terrible. The homecoming queen, and whoever's calling the old deadline number, I don't know who it is. That's not the number anymore. But we talk often about a variety of things in here, and not everybody in here is black, African American, of African descent, however you want to identify it, whatever. Now, I personally believe that there's an agenda in this country to emasculate men as a whole. I think it starts off. I think it's heavily impacting black men. But I'm gonna tell you why I think they target black men and they promote feminized black men more so. Because right now in this country, whether you are gay or straight, the white man is the hated guy, right? You can't use the white man as the representation for anything. Okay. Um, Period. That's just kind of how it goes. Like it doesn't matter. So they don't use. Yeah, I hate Ray Ray. I hate you, Ray Ray. I love Ray Ray, but I hate him because he's white. I'm a racist. No, but that's the standard. You know, the white guy's the most hated thing. So they're not going to use him as the forefront. So we're going to use the effeminate black male. He's going to be the gay representative. It's always some super flamboyant gay guy. Anyway, but we talk about, or I've had conversation with people, and they say, hey, they're trying to target the black guys, and they're trying to make them all gay and all this other stuff. Well, this took place in Memphis. Memphis is a primarily black place, and so I'm not trying to promote gay bashing or anything like that. But what you're starting to see is it's a lot of hold on, let me see the link here. What is? Let me pull it up here. But homecoming royalty is what they called it. They didn't call him homecoming queen. They called it homecoming royalty. You know, say for your site now, civil case against Dallas PD do wonders for the family and settle quickly. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what I figured it would be. I think it would be some type of civil case coming following up shortly. Again, and I think that Dallas PD tried to disassociate themselves relatively quickly from the conversation. Here, I'll put the link in here for you. God damn, what do I got these damn mods for? It got me doing all the work. I don't even know my own shit. Here it is. Okay. Shame on you guys. And then if you want to use the mask link, I don't know why I can promote this because the masks are terrible. I'm not gonna lie, the masks are terrible. They're very bad. But I want y'all to have fun with it. Go for it. I want y'all to enjoy the streams, even at my embarrassment. And I know who Anonymous is, and I will get my revenge on that cat shit. But like I said, going to the Memphis homecoming guy. And I wanted to touch on that briefly this week. And it's not even about the LGBT thing, but why does it seem that the LGBT community is making advancements at the expense of women? That's an issue that I do have. It seems like the men, if you're masculine, you're a bad guy, shame on you. And then where the LGBT makes advancements is we are going to replace anything that straight women do. We're replacing them. So it's like we're just pushing you guys out the way. We don't want to hear anything from you. We don't want to hear anything from you straight men, and you straight women. Well, we're just going to replace you, right? This dude's wearing a dress. This and what it does, it makes me think of a bunch of things, right? It makes me think of the youth because obviously they had to vote for this guy. They had to. Oh, as you come, okay. The numbers changed, Ms. Beemore. I'm gonna put it up here in just a second. And so, like I say, you're telling me that there were no girls worthy of homecoming queen that this guy wanted in a dress. Like, again, I have no issues. I think everybody should be treated fairly. I think everybody should be treated with respect. But there are limits, there are lanes, there are times and places for certain things. You're telling me that there was no young lady who was good enough to win homecoming queen, that you've changed it, you've added some extra stuff to it. But it tells me that the youth embrace the LGBT conversation much more differently, I think, than someone maybe my age, some people who are older. Again, like it's more. I don't want to say like acceptable because I mean it's not about acceptance, but it's like assimilated. It's more normal to them, I think. Excuse me. Than maybe someone who's older. I think people who are older still have issues with it because it's not something that they see on the regular. So, again, I found that very odd. I feel like I said, I think it's just like it's unfortunate because it seems like women are the ones who end up losing when these kind of things take place. Also, you've seen the new thing that they have with the new thing that is happening. The new running thing. They're trying to bring like the mixed relays to the Olympics. But part of it too is these schools are really pushing that idea because I've seen some very sad things. Seen some of the story about a student got in trouble because there was another student of a different sexual orientation who was attracted to this particular student, and they were not, they were a straight student, and they got in trouble for not embracing it, or it's. I got to go back and find the exact story. And again, it's like, so again, you disavow the rights of certain particular students because you want to cater to a smaller percentage. Again, I'm not saying harass anybody. I'm not saying oppress anybody, but there's a point where you're being tolerant and you're accepting, and then there's a point where you're going overboard. But the new mixed race thing, and I wonder what they're trying to prove with that, because these mixed race relays where you have 2 men and 2 women running, I don't know if it's a 4x4 or what exactly. I caught the end of one, and it is hilarious. Well, it was a black trans homecoming royalty, not queen or whatever you want to call it. Okay, here, give me a second. Let me put the other number up here, and then I would definitely like to hear what you would like to say, Miss B Moore. Give me just a second. I don't even know if I got it saved up here, but. Well, I guess when we putting that shit down there, it makes it look a little sloppy. Let me fix this. But and then I want to talk about the Stacey Dash arrest, and it's a very interesting. It's not even that it was a major deal because her husband came and bailed her out. But I want to talk about domestic violence briefly because there's some very interesting narratives going on around that. Okay, there we go. That is the new number there. It is 855-948-0369. See, I tried to make that joke earlier, Heidi, and it just didn't work. It just didn't flow. I guess I need to put let me cut the phone line on. I guess that helps too, right? I'll tell you to call. I don't even have the shit set up. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible host.
Hi.
I am a pretty bad host here. Oh, come on. I log in all the time. Guess I should connect. Well, I don't want to do that. No, don't do that. Yeah, do that. Give me a second. Let me log into. Yeah. Say it aloud. All right. Okay. Now we should be good to go. But yes, I agree. Tolerance. Tolerance is an excuse for a lot of things. I don't know. How do you sound like? What is that thing? Somebody posted something today, and I went down a small rabbit hole. Apparently, there was a thing a few years ago, or a guy named White Boy Matt or Kyle. It was either Matt or Kyle, something like that. And all right. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Yeah, Roman. I was expecting to be more, but what's the motherfucking deal, Roman? What is on your mind? How are you doing this
Oh, man, Honcho. Number one, all these new changes, bro. We got new big number, new soft number, bro. I ain't used to change, man. I don't like change.
Changes.
You got us changing. You got everybody changing off here. You got to do a number in the call log and shit. But, now I'm fucking with you, man. But there's one more thing you did, Honcho, that I'm here to tell. How you going to disrespect vanilla like that? Come on, man. Good soft serve vanilla ain't hurt nobody, man.
Soft serve.
Hey, the disrespect for vanilla is real. Don't disrespect vanilla like that, man.
I disrespect vanilla, vanilla ice. You know what I'm saying? Vanilla smoothies,
okay.
all that shit. Fuck all
That's
that
what
shit.
you try to do here. But no, man, I'm gonna stop playing around. Let me get serious. Well, the number one thing, of course, we'll talk about is this trial, man. I just found some interesting news. About the judge in the trial.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with her, well, this is why corruption and shit is so fucking crooked. I know everybody's wondering, how in the hell does she only get that damn 10 years? That's impossible. You get what I mean? But this is the thing is, she was funded, and they helped fund her. The Dallas police office where she worked at, helped fund her campaign to become a judge. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you right there. Because let's be honest, Honcho, what judge gets out of their seat, right, and go hug the killer?
Word.
I mean, have you seen any judge ever do that? No, no, because they're the killer. They're the bad guy, technically. That's impossible. You didn't see motherfucking Ito go hug OJ, even though OJ was found out guilty. But come on, you get what I mean? That's never ever been done to where somebody. Oh, let me go hug the killer. You get what I mean? It's impossible. Yeah, I got it right here. They said Dallas police associating PAC with proud endorsement to Tamika Kemp. It's got my last name, goddammit. She might be related. But shit, we might be. But yeah, they say that the Dallas police office where Amber Guyger, where she worked, endorsed her, man. It's crookedness, man. Because even when there was another video popped out, how they shown the black officer rubbing her hair after the sentencing, or patting her down or like patting on the back, like this shit is never seen, bruh. For a man that's chilling in his household, in his home, right, doing nothing wrong, bothering nobody, eating ice cream, gets killed in his own house. It makes me look at, was she on drugs? What the hell was she doing? Did she meant to do this? You get what I mean? Because how do you walk in to the wrong apartment? I don't care. I lived in apartments before, Honcho. I lived in apartments where every apartment looks the same, but goddamn it, I know where I'll stay. You get what I mean? It's just a photo memory. How you don't know where you stay? That causes controversy right there. That I feel like you might have been going there for a motive.
Man, she was distracted by the dick. She was over there sending pictures of the. She was sending some of them pictures of her old Arby's sandwich, and he was sending the James Coney Island. They was exchanging
come on,
improper pictures, and she got distracted. She got distracted by the hot dog.
But you know what else, man? I mean, I try not to look at everything but with race, man. But I think it was that, bro. How they even put up the evidence about her with all the tweets she made. Or the cop memes, about her talking about, the MLK and all that shit. I mean, damn. You get what I mean? Let that be the reverse of the black guy who did that to her. That man's going to jail, Honcho, for life. Probably put him on the death penalty. But she gets 10 years? You get what I mean? And then she tries to do this sloppy-ass apology. But then when they bring up these text messages and these memes that she posted on her social media pages, it shows the real side of her, how she really feels. She's crying crocodile tears, but she gets sympathy. Like I say, I try not to say this, but shoot, the court system and the justice system is just ran by race. It just is. It just is, man. When you have that white skin, it's easier to get away with damn near anything. Did Dylan Roof go to jail? I mean, look at the pure amount of evidence about this shit. It doesn't matter. You get what I mean? You can do damn near anything when you're white, damn near. The only time when you catch a lot of controversy as a white person, especially in the criminal justice, when you're facing a trial of criminal justice, is when you kill another white person. You kill anybody of another race, or multi amount of people, you're getting away with it, man. It just is. It's a sad reality that our justice system, after 200 some years after slavery, after over 380 some years after the founding fathers founded this country, and this country was born, and we still are being ran by something like, you get what I mean? It's no way a person gets murdered in cold blood in their own household, and this woman only gets 10 years. That's a strong brother right there to hug that woman, and a strong family to forgive her. I respect them and I pray for them.
I'm gonna dispute something you said though, there, Roman.
You always just hold about that. It's never something that we all agree on. But okay.
I'm just gonna dispute one thing you said. You said that if you're
white,
what
would you dispute?
You said if you're white, you can do anything. Obviously, this may have been before your time. This kind of a historical thing. You're a historian, so.
I might know it.
You might. It's kind of familiar, but I don't like I said. It's kind of before your time. There was an old tale of these two guys, they used to play basketball for money. One was a black guy, one was a white guy, and the white guy was always underestimated. He was a solid basketball player, but the white guy could not jump.
Oh my God, nigga! You would say white man can't jump?
White man cannot jump. All right, carry on.
Oh. Look, man, if there ain't white people in the chat, I know it probably is. I do not mean this to nobody, but it's just a sad reality that it's that I'm saying that when it comes to justice system, it just is. It's just ran by race. It's just ran by the color of your skin.
So I got a question though. Okay, I got a question. So what about places like Atlanta, right? Atlanta, you have pretty much a majority black police force. You have majority black politicians. You have, and there's a lot of places like that. I'm just thinking Atlanta off the top of the cuff. I'm sure there's a couple other cities like that. You have majority black police forces, politicians. This is the gayest. You have, like I say, judges. Everything, and you still see a lot of black people getting in trouble there. Well, what do you think is what's racially motivated about that? Is it self-hate that these people are doing, or I mean, what do you think is the motivation for those type of situations?
Well, I mean, Honcho, in general, I'm talking about just the government in general. It's not. It don't matter who's running anything. You get what I mean? I mean, the law is the law. I get what you mean by in more predominantly black areas. You get what I mean? So somewhere like Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. But that doesn't take the fact what I just said. You get what I mean?
But where do most people encounter the law? Is it on a local level? Is it on a federal level? And that's what I'm asking. Most people aren't going through a situation where they're dealing with big government. They're dealing with local government because they've committed local crimes in their area, whatever it may be. So that's why I'm asking, if everything is racist, what and again, like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you necessarily, but I'm not 100% agreeing with you. I'm just trying to expand the conversation just a little bit. And so, what about
like 95% on me?
I don't know. Like 85. I said, we'll give it a 55-45.
Give me a passing grade. Come on. But now you can continue out there.
Concentration, that was funny. But also, all I'm saying though is this, man. It's just that. No, and like I said, I'm not disagreeing. I think there are situations, there are things where certain stuff is influencing the decisions and the outcomes. But my thing is, you got to look around race being the first factor. And this is what I try to do. And I think this is when you solidify your argument. Because when you immediately go to race being the first thing, and then, you find some way to disprove that, now you have a very weak case, a very weak argument. I think you try to prove any and every other option first. And once, none of those other things are suitable, then if race makes sense, then I think then that's the angle you go with, because then you have no other real options to prove or motive or whatever else it may be. So, but I think when you jump to race first, then you say, like you saw, they brought the crackhead on stand or whatever. So we sit here and say, oh, she's a racist, she hates all black people because of all the memes. And again, who knows? It's a crackhead. You can question credibility, but she's working at Walgreens or whatever. And she says, well, this woman came to my graduation or development thing, or she helped me in that crack house. She gave me an opportunity. That undermines the memes or the whatever. Like, and I'm not saying it completely says, oh, well, she's not everybody. I think everybody has a little hint of racial bias in them, and it just is what it is. But there has to be also, she had to have some type of level of compassion or concern, because it's a black woman who did no benefit to her. Why would she show up at her, I don't know if it's graduation or whatever it was called. So like I say, people are dynamic. People are not, there's no straightforward.
I did. I didn't mean to interrupt. I get what you mean. But you also got to look at some people do things because it benefits them and it looks right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't always mean that they believe in it or they really love it. It looks right. You got to do it. Oh, if I do this, she's a police officer, Honcho. Think about it. I do this to help this black lay off crack. That's gonna look better on my resume.
How?
That's look better to my office.
Nobody's documenting.
No. Think about it. Think about it, Honcho. Think about it. Think about it. If I don't do this, even if I don't want to do this, you get what I mean? Then that makes her a hypocrite. How are you helping black people, right? But then you go make these tweets or these memes. It's like, then what are you? You get what I mean? I feel like a person who's really honest and driven doesn't make that. You get what I mean?
Okay, I got a question for you, and then
what are you? That leaves it.
Okay, so I got a question for you. All right, so I'm trying to put myself in a situation where this could possibly happen. Who knows? This is tough. Say I got into. Say I don't really go to the club or anything, but just say I got into an altercation, and you find out, well, Honcho got into an altercation and he beat somebody to death, and that person happened to be Asian. I make a lot of jokes in here about Asian people and a variety of things, and I really don't mean any harm by it, but that's primarily the jokes that I make. Like, I talk about everybody, but I talk about Asian people a lot. Somebody could come back and say, well, watch all these dead streams and pick out all the time where he said, well, he was a race. He deliberately beat that Asian guy to death because he hated Asian people, because they could take all the jokes and things that I made. I'm not saying it's on the same level of whatever she put out there. But I think there are dynamics to things. I think there are levels to things. And I'm not justifying anything she did, but I'm just trying to look at stuff from a bigger picture, because I think you can take bits and pieces out of people's lives to paint whatever narrative that you want. And I'm not saying I don't believe she was. She had the comments about MLK. She had the comments about work with the black officers. She had the comments about some other shit. It is what it is. But I'm just saying that it is also possible to paint a picture if you're trying to. Again, like I say, so if somebody wanted to paint a certain narrative about me, you can go through all these streams, all the shit I've said, either in jest or maybe with some slight seriousness, and you could paint whatever picture you wanted to of me, But those of you who actually stick around, we're here doing those conversations, would see it differently than what it would get put out into mainstream media. And it happens like that all the time. And so I just kind of look at myself from that position. What if I did something and then people said, well, he did this and he did, look, we got proof of him saying this here, and here. And you'd have visual video evidence of me saying these things. And it could be painted to a picture. But if that was to happen, would you think that from the comments and jokes and things that I really truly hate Asian people?
No. I get what you mean, Hunter, but for something like that, it's different levels to how it was talked about. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. I do get what you mean. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it also takes the fact that we know that you would never do that. You get what I mean? It's also the length of power that she has, and it's the length of power she has as an officer, okay? Mm-hmm. To where it allows a fact to where it's like, I don't know. That's how you truly feel. You get what I mean? We know, Honcho, you don't go post. This is what I mean. Social media is meant for everybody, right? It's seen by everybody. You probably wouldn't go post something about Asian people on social media because you know the ramifications of what that gets you,
I mean, I know the ramifications. I probably would still do it.
You probably still do it, but you know not to post something too insensitive. You get what I mean? Or something that could cause you never know, a strike or anything.
But I'm trans-Asian, so it's okay.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like this. She knew what that could mean. She knew that could bite her in the ass. She knew everything. You get what I mean? I know you take something funny, but when you keep posting something or you keep meaning something like that, that means you're starting to really feel that as an emotion. You get what I mean? If you keep posting something about that, that means you really feel about that. So I'm just saying it doesn't make it shocking that she even did this. She creates this narrative for herself. Yeah. I'm just saying. Nobody creates this narrative for her. She did it for herself.
Like I said, I think it's a few things that went into play in this particular situation. Do I think that she went to go hunt this guy down and take him out? No. But do I think that she really made a bunch of idiotic decisions and should be held accountable for it? Yeah, absolutely. Her biases, did they play into it? Quite possibly. But like I say, I don't think that she just went out. I don't think she went home, tucked up her Klan robe, folded it or ironed it, and had it all nice for the next meeting, and then went out and just to hunt this guy down. But again, like
Yeah,
I
I'm,
said,
I'm, not, I'm not saying that. I don't think she just was like, I'm for a hunt for her, for niggas, right? But the part that still gets me, and I don't know if this is the answer, how do you walk into the wrong apartment? I'm
that's
sorry.
what I'm saying. That's why I say that I think that
That's the part that
there
gets me
there
every
should, there
time,
should
you
be
know?
a different level of accountability. But usually, Roman, like I know I went a little over because I wanted to hear what you say. I had to harass you a little bit, and I did talk for a minute.
Oh, yeah,
But I'm
man, that
trying.
was my fault, man.
Yeah,
I was
no,
about to end it a couple minutes ago, then we
no.
started talking
Yeah,
again.
I
So,
definitely.
so.
And so
That's my fault, man. I know everybody say, get this nigga off the fucking line. So,
yeah.
I gotta get to sleep, man. But hey, thanks for taking my call, man. Shout out to everybody in the den. I'm out, man.
I already appreciate the call there, Roman. D again, I appreciate the love. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, anytime.
Already. I'm laughing. Roman said, "You ain't even give me a passing grade." That was funny. That's why I was laughing. That shit was funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, man. If you were hunting, if say you're a racist, you're gonna go find somebody who's engaging in questionable activity, questionable behavior. Ms. B Moore, if that's you calling call the new number because the other number's not. It still goes to my phone, but it's not connected to the thing. The number is 855-948-0369. Again, the new Den line number, 855-948-0369. I threw the 69 at the end because, y'all are nasty people, so I figured y'all would like that. That little 69 at the end. No, I did it for free 69. That's why. But here's my thing. Like, you would go after somebody who's questionable. Again, you would it would be a situation where, you know, the likelihood of you being able to convince someone, like I say, it would be somebody who has a record. It would be somebody who has some type of dubious criminal history, who lives in a dubious area, who has some questionable activities going on, where you would be able to get away with such things, as opposed to, the bot has the wrong number on there. I gotta fix that. I guess I should take that out now. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den line this evening?
What's good, Honcho? This is Vince.
Vince, what's the motherfucking deal, Vince, man? What's on your mind? How do you feel about this story?
Well, man, one thing about it is it was a crazy story. But one thing I want to say, man, is at the end of the day, ignorance doesn't have a color.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. And so, like when I was listening to the last caller, Roman, I'll tell you a prime example, right? Highway 6 South, going over the bridge like you're going towards Bel Air on Highway 6. Right? When you come on the other side of the bridge, there's a cop that would always wait right there, a Hispanic guy, pulling everybody over who wasn't even speeding. Got pulled me over. Now, check this out. This is 3 lanes. I'm in the middle lane.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by cars. There's no way in hell I'm speeding when I'm surrounded by cars anyway. Pulls me over, gives me a ticket. I go to the courthouse, and 50 people are in line with me, pulled by the same cop. Now, this guy eventually gets fired because he was a crooked cop. It was a Hispanic guy. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, like I said, man, ignorance has no color, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was just targeting any goddamn body. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, it's a crazy case, man. But, sometimes it ain't always just about... It's not always about race. There's just a lot of ignorance out there, man. And that's my whole thing. But as far as that case, yeah, I mean, she made a lot of crazy, ridiculous decisions. You know what I'm saying? And whether the time was enough, I mean, I see that she got to serve, what is it? They gave her 10. She's supposed to, she probably had to serve 5 years of that. But she's got to at least serve 5 before probation. So it's just crazy overall story, man.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Absolutely. And like I said, it's because here's the thing, though. Either way it goes, no matter how much time you give her, it doesn't bring that gentleman back. It doesn't heal that family. If it was a civil suit, it doesn't heal that family. That the line in their pockets doesn't make them any better. Like I say, it's just unfortunate all the way around because, like I say, from all accounts, is that the dude was such a good dude. And it's just, but I think it's just because of the fact of it being so random, the circumstances around it, it makes it difficult to process that something would go down this way. And I think it makes people
Right.
question, the safety of being in your own home. It kind of makes you question some stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And then not only that, too, one of the bigger questions, too, was I know they were saying during the case that it also brought up a lot of corruption in the police department. Like stuff being just a lot. That's also an even bigger issue, too. So they brought up a lot of that stuff. So I think the main question is going to be, where does it go from here? Because one thing the case has brought is that there's a lot of police corruption brought around that case. So I'm interested to see where it goes from there.
Me too, because it was interesting how they downplayed the affair and some of the other things that were going on. I find that kind of interesting, the whole partnership. But yeah. Okay. Well, Vince, anything else you'd like to add to that, Vince?
Nah, man, that was pretty much it. But like I said, man, there's a lot of ignorance out there, man. Ridiculous.
I agree. All right, that's a bit. Well, I appreciate your call, Vince, man, and yeah, like I said, ignorance has no color, man. This is true.
Yeah, just like I said, there's a lot of ignorance out there, man. But like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Already. That's BT. Shout out to Vince.
All
Man. I
right.
appreciate the call.
Cool.
All right. And Heidi, I think her partner was Hispanic, if I'm not mistaken. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Yeah, that's Lee.
Lee. What's the motherfucking deal, Lee? What is on your mind? How do you feel about the outcome of this case this evening?
I think this is creepy and weird. Real talk, man, I don't know. I'd be feeling fucked up from the grave if my sister was hugging some motherfucking broad that shot me and shit while I was eating some fucking ice cream and shit in the living room in my own crib. And I'd be mad than a motherfucker from the grave if the judge was hugging the broad and, like, she took my whole life away. Like, my grandbabies can't play with me. She only did 10 years. I'm laughing, but that shit ain't funny. Because, it's fucked up. That's how we get through pain, is laughing and shit.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
See, I got you laughing, too.
Yeah, because I did switch it up on me there for a second. I wasn't ready for it. So like I say, just
imagine if I was your cousin. No, imagine if I was your cousin, right?
Yeah.
And somebody creeped up in your crib and popped at you, and then I hugged the bitch. How would you be feeling if I didn't ride on them motherfuckers and sock them in the jaw?
Man, depending on which cousin it is, I wouldn't even be surprised. I got some old questionable cousins. They be, depending if it was female, they be trying to get the number and try to holler at them.
Imagine if it's your legit cousin.
Well, I probably only got about one of them.
You know what I mean? Somebody gotta have your back. Like,
Yeah.
for real, somebody got to. Like, at least you be hoping your brother would, or your mama or somebody said.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. My mama's super forgiving. My mom is a super Christian. She probably be all forgiving too. She I don't know. Now maybe back in the day she might have wanted to ride, but now she's a super Christian. My whole family are super. I'm probably like I wouldn't say I'm the black sheep. Well, we're all black, so I guess I'm just a sheep. But it's just, I don't know. I got a super nice ass family. They all super nice, and then because they all, like I said, the rest of my family is all Jehovah's Witnesses, so they gonna forgive, and they ain't gonna harbor hate, and like I say, but I got a couple of cousins that's throwed off, and I don't think anybody gonna ride. I think I'm out there by myself. I'm out here by myself, man. I gotta rely on the den folk. I'm gonna need the den folk to ride for me.
For real. How mean the motherfucker got to be for them to kill you? Like, while you eating ice cream. That's some cold shit, especially for the bitch that had keys to your crib. She walked up one floor extra when she tired. When you're tired and get off work, all the fuck you want is your own bed. How the fuck you find yourself pacing back and forth outside another motherfucker house with the wrong numbers, with the wrong keys, and you still find entry and able to thug your ass a bullet into another motherfucker ass while they eating their snack treat out this bitch. While he eating snacks. Snacks, you got to spoil up out this bitch trying to get your motherfucking old school on and shit. Damn, I ain't had a fruit roll up and shit since I was motherfucking 12 out this bitch. I'm gonna give me some fruit roll up. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna watch me some motherfucking Comic View, and I'm gonna chill. And then all of a sudden, some big boom, 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 boom. Let me in, nigga. Like, who the fuck this white bitch cussing at me? Damn, I didn't even know I cheated. Who this? Let me in. Damn, she got a uniform on. Is this a stripper? Oh, shit. She got handcuffs and shit all on this. Let me let this broad here. Pop. Oh, shit, bitch. Why you shot me? Oh, I thought you was going to give me some pussy. Oh. Damn, my food rolled up, bitch. They rolled up. My buddy, he's dying. I think I'm going to lose my job after the key. Why you at the wrong door? What's up with that? I feel on a small blow.
I'm not gonna. You paint a very interesting picture there, Lee. I didn't look. I'm
Remember how Pop got shot when he was on above the rim? He's sitting there thinking he ain't gonna get popped by Boogaloo, and he's sitting there chilling, sitting there with his wine and shit. Boo! Ah! That was that brother sitting there with his ice cream. He's trying to watch his show, man. He's trying to watch Star Trek The Next Generation and shit. He just bought the DVD from Amazon out this bitch, and he just got shot in his own living room. Nigga just bought the big screen. Goddamn. Oh, bitch, I'm still paying for that. Just getting disgusted. I'm really not sure about these bitches.
I have no idea where this just went.
Word the sugar tea out this bitch.
Man, I have no idea where we just went to. But I'm gonna bring us back. So here's my deal though. Have you ever had an incident, a situation where you have arrived at a place that you would normally be familiar with, but you made a mistake and, maybe went to somewhere else on the premises, or, I don't know if it's been an apartment or something of that nature, and gone to the wrong apartment, wrong home, or wrong vehicle or something like that?
Man, damn. I don't give a fuck how drunk I done been. I done made it up into my crib to take a piss. Even if it's like, when you about to piss on yourself, and you damn near shaking the keys and shit, trying to get the key in the lock, I done made it in there and got to my own toilet. I don't give a fuck how much motherfucking brew out. Even if I was hanging with my crazy-ass brother-in-law that drank King Cobra, I done got my black ass up in the house. I don't know what this white chick was. What the fuck was she snorting, bruh? What was she on? What was she doing? She had her badge on. It was hot, and the motherfucker came back still in the uniform with the motherfucking issue on her motherfucking side. Her issue pistol. In the hood, everybody call it the issue because it's like a general issue. Like, everybody get issued the same motherfucking thing to pop a slug in your ass. She had it on the hip. That ain't cool. If there's motherfucking cops, as soon as they get off, they hit the motherfucking Sherman stick, and then they fucking don't know where they at, and they just in the hallway running around reckless and shit. That's some wild shit, man. That's some extra shit. Cause she like the Terminator. She already texting. She don't like I don't like Martin Luther King. He oughta die. Oh, wait a minute. He already dead. Ha ha ha. LOL. Send. She the one coming in your apartment building and you don't know, and she got a key to your crib. Could you imagine that shit? What was she doing? If she did have a key to the motherfucking crib, that's some wild shit. Because I've never been drunk and had a key to another motherfucking house. I don't give a fuck how many apartments I've been in. I've never been the building manager. Was she the building manager? She might not have liked that brother. Like she might have been on some weird shit and shit, working for some weird shit like off one of those kids. We don't like that black guy. He's too smart. He does all his fucking class, fucking homework. He's eating all his vegetables. Fuck him. On the day when his black ass eats that fucking Oreo ice cream, you gotta put him down.
Damn.
Put him down, Susan.
Lee, I don't know where you just took me, man. You just took me to the promised land and back again, man. Oh. I don't know where I'm at right now. But, Mr. Lee, man, I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm trying to get to Miss B more, but I appreciate you calling in. I want to catch her before she taps out. But, man.
All right. You stay up, man. Be safe out there, man. Look, if they come after you, I'll ride for you, man. Fucking bullshit.
No, man, it's gonna go down. They look at the fight go with that. They gonna have to do their damnedest. But I appreciate the call there, Lee, man.
But be safe out there for real.
For sure.
Be safe, man. All right, one.
But shout out to Lee. I mean, I just got this off Amazon. You know, sometimes you have to. You gotta laugh to keep from crying, but man, Lee just painted a picture. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Like my whole thought process is elsewhere. I'm trying to get to Miss B more because I know Miss B more. I've been trying to call it if she ain't tapped out on us yet. Like I said, because now that I switched all the numbers, like, you know, I used to have, or know the numbers, but now that everything's switched, I don't know who is who and what is what. Who are we supposed to be playing? I forgot. Who did Hector say we're supposed to play the Rays? We want to play the Rays. I got to go back and I got to go back and watch again to get my baseball knowledge on. Man. Very, very, very interesting. Oh my God. I have no comments. I have no comments. I'm lost, but I feel you. I mean, sometimes you do. You gotta laugh. But it was something he said. Talking about cousins. I mean, here's my deal. And I know Broderick had mentioned. I don't know if he's gonna be in here tonight, but he had said something he wanted to speak on forgiveness. Again, to me, forgiveness is a very particular issue. You know what I mean? A very particular issue. And I would love to say that I am strong enough to forgive someone for killing a family member or something like that. I am not. Okay? I will be honest with you. I will have contempt, hatred, evil thoughts in my heart. But see, the reason why I think, and again, like I said, I try to generally be a positive person, a upright, uplifting person. But when I embrace somebody and I consider somebody to be close to, and it's not just, you know, necessarily family, but friends or you know, people that I embrace. Because I'm not a person that I would say, like I say, that I'm super close to a whole lot of people. So I think that it means a lot, you know, because I value the people that I do get close to. So I think it would be hard for me to just say, you know what, I forgive you, and to move on. To me, that's tough. Now, forgiveness is an interesting thing because we touched on it briefly last night when Winky called in. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. It's about letting go of the stresses that the stresses that that you have, the fact that you have remove these burdens. Because again, like I said, when you hate, when you harbor ill will for someone, they're living that ill will just because you're thinking it, unless you act upon it. But those thoughts, those feelings, it's not doing anything to them. It's doing something to you. It's eating you alive inside. So, it's just like, what? What are you talking about? Stop the nonsense. I do want to play some fucking Hitman though, but I guess that's bad timing, right? Hitman. But my thing is just that I don't know, man, and maybe it's something that I need to work on. Like I said, I can forgive anything, but it's life and death are just those things that you can't get back. Serious injury, yeah, I could probably be forgiving for that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me switch it up because I see the call keeps coming to the other number. Let me see if I can still access it. Give me un segundo, por favor. That's probably not even a thing. No, I would go out and play real basketball. How about that? Why don't y'all? That's why y'all. The youngsters be dribbling, can't shoot. Y'all fucking get moves from NBA 2K. Go play real basketball. Y'all be watching these little young dudes. I saw, who was it? Flight and the other dude that y'all be loving so much. Go out and play real. They're terrible. These two little niggas spend all day playing 2K. And I don't know, I'm missing calls on both different numbers. Whomever called, please call back. I may have overlooked it. But my thing is, like I said, is where I'm at. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know why it's on the other one. But yeah, I watched them dudes play. They're terrible, dog. Them dudes are ass. They're both very trash basketball players. Terrible basketball players. And y'all sit here, watch these niggas play 2K. Motherfuckers can't shoot for shit. What's the motherfucking deal? Oh, we got two lines going on active at the same time. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Hey, hey, this Rashida. What's up?
Hey, Miss Rashida, how are you this evening? What is on your mind, Miss Rashida? And Lady Licious, wherever you are, you calling the wrong number. So what's on your mind, Miss Rashida? How are you feeling about any of the things that we've discussed this evening? And a couple of things I didn't even get to finish getting into, but how are you feeling about, the outcome of the case or the homecoming?
I don't know what else y'all discuss. Shit, I just popped back in. Shit, I was doing
you came in here, stole a bunch of pistachios and slid out. I see what you up to.
Hey, that's how you do, right? Get in, get out, dip in, dip out.
That's tough.
Cause the other people calls don't be as interesting as mine. So shit, I ain't with all that bullshit. So Anyway, yeah. No, let me stop. 10 years wasn't enough. It's a few things that's bothering me.
Yeah.
First of all, we don't have all the evidence as the people. Because in order for them to convict her of murder, there had to be an element of premeditation that we haven't been privy to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, for them to increase her charge, that means they did their investigation and had some other evidence that, we don't know about, So I just wonder what the element of premeditation was. That's what I want to know.
Okay. So if you were to guess what it was, what would you say?
I think they just didn't buy her story of um being in the wrong apartment. I think they felt like she knew what she was going to do, or she knew, something. Maybe she had stopped by her house first, and he was upstairs. The TV was too loud or something, and she went upstairs, or maybe she smelled something and went upstairs. I don't know. 'Cause I just can't see her pushing the wrong. She take the elevator, right? I just can't see her, or did she walk up the stairs? I just can't see her walking up an extra flight of stairs or taking a elevator to the wrong floor too. I mean, it's just too much. It's too much. And then didn't they say the neighbor heard her banging on the door? Like, I think that probably is what they felt like was the premeditation part. Like she went to confront him or something. And maybe that's what it was. But it'll all come out anyway.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, but with it being what it is, who knows? Maybe a couple of years she do like OJ did and write a book. But like I say, it's just, I mean, again, when you look at these situations, it's really tough
Hey, Lady Lucy, how you
because
doing?
you're not knowing everything.
I ain't gonna be on here too long, so you can get your call in, okay?
I don't want to talk to Lady Listen.
Now you don't talk to my girl. I ain't trying to hear that.
Lady Licious is a known racist. Okay, she's a what's y'all boy always say?
Nah.
What your homeboy always say? A supposed white supremacist. Is that what he say?
Don't do her like that.
What he say? What old buddy always say? He say that shit
I ain't
about.
gonna help you with that.
He say it about everybody because that's such a vague ass term. What does he say? What is this? Suspected white supremacy. Yeah, suspected white supremacy. You realize you can use that on anybody for anything. Like there's no where's the proof? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even have to prove anything. He called Philip DeFranco a suspected white supremacist.
But you know what? I just can't believe that the judge. They say the judge hugged her and the family hugged her. What the hell going on here?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not hugging nobody. Like I say, but these people are better than me. And then you got to look at it like this too. You got to look at it like this though, because this happened several months ago. At this point, so maybe the family at this point, they've come to the realization that he's not coming back. It is what it is. They've had time to deal with it on a personal level. And in a way that we haven't. To us, it's more so, we want to see justice, or we're looking at it on a different manner. To them, hey, this is their family member that got killed for whatever reason. But us, or for most people, they're looking at it either as some type of racial issue, as some type of law enforcement issue, as some type of, injustice. And that this is, like I said, but this one case is not going to solve the injustices of the world. It's just okay. So to them, the perspective is different. So I'm sitting here saying that I wouldn't. Maybe I know me. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be no hugs, no nothing. I may not have ill will or something. Maybe you've gotten over it at that time, whatever it may be. But I'm not hugging nobody. I barely hug people I like. So much less somebody I don't like. I'm not for the hug, man.
My hug would have been more like a chokehold. And then they would have to escort me out to court if somebody killed my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. The Lord, He's still working on me. I'm a work in progress, and I'm just not there yet. So, I'm going to sit up there and embrace his killer. No. No, you definitely don't want to come that close to me. You know what I'm saying? You know how them people, they be up there, they be jumping over the table and shit at the person that killed their family members and all. Yeah. So, no, I probably should watch it from from another room, not be in the same room with the killer. So it ain't gonna be a good outcome. You know what I'm saying? I just, and for my family, if something happens to me like that, definitely don't do no forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. Let me hunt their ass for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel about it. Ain't no. I mean, you can forgive, but not to that extent where, you know, you're gonna be hugging them, embracing them. What is you embracing, consoling them for? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do she need consoling for? What did she lose? 10 years, she's still alive. She ain't gonna even do 10 years. She probably gonna do like 8. Because they kind of changed their good time. So you got to do like 85% of your time for crimes like hers. So, you know, she probably gonna do that, you know, 8.5. So, But I don't understand how she got less time for murder than people get for drug charges. I don't. But I said yesterday her sentence was gonna be on the low end.
Yeah, I think it comes down to when it comes to drug charges. I think it's more so about money than anything else. Like honestly, you know, it's all about taxation. Look, we ain't getting none of your money. We want some bread too. If you ain't breaking no bread, we can't tax your ass for it. You gonna go to jail. Want you making no money? The government don't want you eating it. They don't get nothing. So, like I said,
what other topics did y'all talk about?
Did you hear about the kid in Memphis? The homecoming royalty. Did you hear about that?
No, what happened?
A young man basically won the homecoming queen for a school in Memphis, and so instead of calling it homecoming queen, they call it homecoming royalty. So this is the first year they opened it up to everybody instead of just girls, and just so happens that this guy wins, and he's out there wearing a dress, looking like he needs to be on the field for the homecoming game instead of trying to be dressed up like the homecoming queen. But this is a different.
Transgender?
No, it was a little nigga. That nigga looked like a whole nigga. It wasn't no. Little head was nappy and everything. You know.
Have mercy. Look at this world coming.
You know, at least make an effort. You know what I'm saying? At least look. At least the ones that was running track made the effort to throw the wig on. This nigga here was just he was I guess he was odd natural. This nigga swole and then got a dress on and shit. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, what is really going on? Like,
they so feminine. I don't understand. Where's all this gayness coming from? Especially with the young black men. Like, Lord have mercy. Jesus.
So what about, did you hear about Stacey Dash getting arrested?
Yeah, I heard she called herself white.
I think they said that I think there was a misconstrued. They said that the cops didn't ask her identity. So what they did is they labeled her. Or he assumed that she was Hispanic, and generally Hispanic is not a race. I don't think. Or ethnicity, whichever one it is. And so that's not a thing. Because if you ever notice, like on the census, they'll ask, you know, white / non-Hispanic or white Hispanic or black non-Hispanic. So. You know, the Hispanic it doesn't stand alone. You know what I'm saying?
Just not look Hispanic.
You know, that's why I say everybody.
Come on now.
Well, it was dark. You know, he didn't even know who she was. That lets you know it's been a while. Because he didn't know who she was. He's like, so what do you do for a living? When he was taking to the car, I watched the little thing where he had the body cam on. He's like, what do you do for a living? I'm an actress. I was in Clueless, and I was, oh, okay. Well, he's like, he had no idea. Is it TV or is it movies? Or he had no idea what she was. She said, she was like, I've been on Fox News and all this. He had no idea. He just put her in the car and shit.
Does her name sound Hispanic to you? Stacey Dash. Does that sound Hispanic to you?
But what I'm saying, so okay, if you
about this sound Hispanic?
But if you didn't see her face, and if you just take all the movies and everything, just take Dame Dash, everything out of the picture, not knowing anything about her, if you were to assume Stacey Dash, what race would you assume?
Black.
No way. How many Dashes you know outside of Dame Dash?
Well, I can't take the Dash ways, but I know.
But that's what I'm saying. The thing with Stacey, I don't even know too many black Staceys. I don't think I know a black Stacey.
I know a few.
You don't know.
I know a man named Stacey too.
Stacey Adams.
Uh-huh.
That don't count. But all I'm saying is Stacey Dash, I don't know that and then you got to think about how she talks and everything like that. She is what those in the urban community, she speaks white, as they say. So maybe, you know, like
What's
I
that
said,
basketball player name? Tracy McGrady. I mean Stacy McGrady.
no,
Yeah.
Tracy
McGrady.
McGrady. One-time Rockets legend, now the
Yeah,
most
Tracy,
saltiest man on the
that's a
planet.
feminine name.
Yeah,
That's a female thing.
Tracy got some female traits, man. He be acting jealous like a little
Uh-huh.
broad. So you know, I would buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Stacy's mom, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be honest. So, like I say, you know, but the thing is, like I said, I think it was just a error because I don't think they ever asked her, and so, but what it was
Oh,
is, but here's my thing that I wanted to get to that. She got arrested for domestic violence or basically hitting on her husband, and so here's kind of the conversation I want to bring up around that is, do you think that the husband was wrong for calling the police on her? Because some people are
yeah,
like,
he's wrong.
okay, well, why? Because some people's like, oh, he's a bitch if you call the cops on your wife because women don't hit that hard. Instead of look, man, look,
You
it's
know, Kyle to get her no record. If that's your wife,
but I mean, I don't think she
that's
ended up with a
wrong.
record because he technically
Come
didn't
on now,
press
she probably
charges.
weigh 100 pounds. How hard did she hit him?
I
Come
don't
on
know.
now.
She got nails. She scratched
Right.
him up. Hey, scratches can lead to bleeds and infections and shit. I don't know. She might have had a cold when she scratched him up. He could have got sick or something. But
Well,
I don't think he
if
really
she
pressed
got
charges.
if she got a cold, she got it from him.
Why you got it
So
from him? She might have got it on the set. She's an actress. She might have got it on
no.
set. But
Well, she was just acting like she was hitting him. That was part of her role. She was acting out. So
she was acting in that cell. But like I said, he went and bailed her out. It was only like $500 bail, and there was no charges pressed against her. And the thing about it, I think he's a defense
but there
attorney or
wasn't no
something like
sense in you call the police in if you're not gonna press no charges.
But here's the thing, though. If he called the
Just
police,
waste the
but
money.
they took it upon themselves to arrest her, so maybe he was just calling them to because you got to think about it. You got to think about this from a man's perspective, and you know it could have been some old thin line between love
He
and hate
should have
type
just
shit.
left.
Nah, see why
All
she
he
can't.
had to do was walk away and go get in his car and leave. He didn't got to
Well,
call.
why she can't leave? Why she got to be put? Why can't we act like adults and keep our hands to ourselves?
Well, she should have, but she didn't. So I'm just saying.
So
He the one at that point in time. He the one that got the most sense. So what do you do?
call the cops. Call the law. Because like what I'm saying, what if she would have hit him with the thin line between love and hate? What if he'd have left? She go into that closet, start slamming the door on her shoulder and her face and shit. And she called the law and say he beat her up. You know, y'all women folk crazy out there. You know, he
Now
might
don't say out.
look. You know,
I ain't never put my hands on a man
you
a
know,
day in
he
my life.
he might have hit her with that dope. You know, she might be addicted. He might have hit her with that dope, and she don't want to act right. You know, maybe she wasn't getting what she wanted, so maybe she was acting up. You never know. But my
I
thing
don't
is,
even think he hit him. I think he lying.
what? You ain't even know she got arrested. How you think he lied? Well, see how y'all women folk do. Y'all just take each other's
Hey,
side.
whatever she say happened, that's what happened. I don't know what happened, but if she say what happened, that's what happened. That's what happened.
That's tough, man.
Why you just taking his side? You wasn't there. You don't know what happened.
I
So
seen
you
the
just be taking the man's side.
I seen the body cam.
See?
The body cam told me, look,
You ain't seen nothing.
I saw the body cam. It was a
You
male and a
ain't
female
seen-
officer.
You
It
ain't
was-
seen nothing.
It was a male and a female officer, and they found that it was necessary to place her
If the
under arrest.
police couldn't identify her, how did you identify her? Come on, man.
Man, look, I know Stacey Dash when I see her. Look, I ain't clueless. She might have been in clueless, but I ain't clueless. You know, look, I done seen the Playboy. All right, look, I done seen the shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I know Stacey Dash when I see Stacey Dash. You know what I'm saying? Look, she old, but still get this work. So, you know, all I'm saying is, you know, hey, you know, I was an admirer back in the day. Yeah. So there's that.
And when you was an admirer, you didn't think she looked Hispanic. You thought she was black.
I know what she was, but like I'm saying, it was not like on a dark night. And again,
But even if you did know, you would know she black. Come on.
But what I'm saying is, you got to think this officer seemed to be very young. He seemed like he wasn't familiar with her. You know, again, she's I wouldn't say she. Well, I guess you could say she kind of light skinned or whatever. Some dark Hispanics out there. Shit, I don't know. You know, look, it was late. Who knows? I can't verify that. I don't think that really changes anything. Like I say, it is what it is. But I just, my thing is that a lot of people were having issues with the husband calling. They were saying, oh, he's a bitch for calling that. If you get upset because your old lady hits you, and you a bitch. But I think, yeah, it's easy to say that from the female perspective because you have you don't want to take responsibility for your actions. You should be an adult and not hit people. And so my thing is, ultimately, if you behave, you don't have those problems. So do you think a man who decides to let the law intervene between a situation or a domestic situation, do you think that makes him a less of a man?
That's a tough one. That's a tough. Because if he had hit her, I'd say, yeah, you better call the police. Mm-hmm. Now, she put my hands on him. I don't know. I don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. See, and that's what I'm saying. Look, that double standard. Whew, worst kind of standard is double standard.
I mean, I definitely have a bias, so I'm not going to answer that. So okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. You always trying to ask somebody questions, and you know how they think.
I mean, I just want to know how you feel. Your views may have changed overnight. I'm just trying to make sure you're consistent. No. That's all.
No.
Okay. All right.
Like I feel like it should be equal, but that ain't really how I feel.
Ooh, man, that's terrible. I hate to hear that. That's very unfortunate. But at least you're honest, so I can't fault you for being honest. There's that.
Right.
Okay. Well, Miss Rashida, look, I appreciate your call. I'm gonna take a couple more here because I got some people talking some shit on the line, so I'm gonna take a couple more calls.
First of all, you're not gonna cut my call short because you had Dr. Cruz stay on this phone for a whole damn hour. Then you let your other buddy stay on
who stayed on for an hour?
And then when I get on the phone, all of a sudden you wanna die by the roof.
You said who stayed on for an hour?
Everybody only get 20 minutes. So that's how this gonna work out.
Okay, now hold on. Now who stayed? Now who stayed on for an hour? Who you said?
No, it wasn't no nice talk to me. I ain't saying what I'm saying. Okay. And when I get done, then we can end the call.
Okay. Well, then Miss Meeting Lady Licious, y'all just continue to hold. And so if I don't get to y'all know whose fault that is.
So now you trying to throw me under the bus?
Yeah. Right? I'm so in discord and within the female ranks.
If you spend less time talking to your friends on the phone,
who did I talk to? Who did I talk to on the phone? Who did I talk to on the phone for a long time?
If you distribute it evenly, then we will be going through this issue.
Evenly, you say. Who did I give over? Who did I give too much call time to?
You know you give too much call time. Stop trying to make me snitch on people.
I am unaware. I'm trying to, help me be a better host so that I can correct my bad behavior, so that I can make sure I'm fair and balanced across the board.
I'm finna get off the phone. So you trying to, you on some other stuff.
What are you talking? I'm just trying to make.
I'm finna get off the phone. Look,
I'm trying to be.
Y'all know what you're going on.
So you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better host. I'm just asking for a little bit of constructive criticism.
You were just talking about equality, and now you only want to get a female lesser call time than a male.
What are you talking about?
What kind of equality are you doing?
I think that's unfair because I've given you more call time than anybody, and you are a female, and everybody else has been. Let me see who else has called. We've had Roman call. We've had Lee call.
I said I'm finna get off the phone.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying, I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, Miss Meat, I'm finna get off only because it's you though.
Okay.
but you, Miss Meat, when you get on here, he gonna try to give you only a few minutes to talk, like he do all the women. You know what I'm saying? But he do an extended then for the men. You know what I'm saying? But, it's all good. So, but I've been noticing it. I just ain't supposed to.
Okay, well, I mean, call me out and let me know, so make sure I can put that in my notes to make sure that I properly distribute an even amount of time for everyone.
Hey, Cartier. Okay, then. Y'all take care.
What y'all talking about? All right, Miss Rashida, I appreciate the call.
What you mean she can't hire me? She can hire me if she wants to. See, you on that other bullshit tonight. I don't
what are you
know
talking
what's
about?
going
Okay,
on.
what you talking about?
I heard you thought I had hung
No,
up.
I ain't say nothing. Somebody, because only one lie said that laughing guy, and I said I was gonna say that Lee actually had less time. He didn't even have a full 10 minutes. So, so y'all falsely accusing Lee of having too much time because I was trying to get to Miss B More who said she was falling asleep.
Lee, I ain't said your name at all. So
Well,
don't try to throw Lee in there. I ain't said nothing about Lee.
this is tough.
Yeah. You trying to start some
I'm not
shit.
trying to
I
start.
don't
Do I
know
look
why.
like Michael Jackson? I ain't trying to start nothing. I ain't trying to be starting something. I'm
Yeah,
just.
you trying to instigate. You trying to instigate some bullshit. That's all.
All I'm doing is reading the comments and just saying what the
You
people are
said
saying.
you had Lady Licious and Miss Me, did
Yeah, that's they was. I know Lady Licious was calling the wrong number, and then you had called right before she did, so I took your call while she was calling the wrong
Okay, then.
number. All right, Miss Rashida, I appreciate your call.
All right, you take care.
You too.
All right, no, you don't. Bye bye.
I can't get no love. Okay, somebody still y'all got to look at the screen. It ain't the number has changed. Y'all don't realize y'all don't hear the ringing on the screen anymore because the numbers have changed services, so the number is different. So make sure y'all are calling the right number. I see because I've been getting calls on the old number. The old number is not. It's not that it's not connected. It's still active, but it's not on. I don't have that. I'm not using that service right now. So what is connected to the stream is the number that is on screen. And I know who it is calling that old number. I ain't finna answer it either. Look, y'all gonna have to look if I continue to allow you to call on the wrong number, y'all ain't gonna never want to act right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta they gotta call the right number. And then look, somebody gonna come back in the chat. They gonna talk shit. Look, I've been calling, ain't nobody else because you called the wrong number. That's why. God damn it. But yeah, I want to know how y'all feel. Do y'all feel like Stacey Dash's husband was wrong for calling the laws? You know, if they're having a domestic dispute and she is putting her hands on him, what other options do you have? Now, I'm not sitting here saying go out and fight and beat up on women. That's not the way to do it. What's the motherfucking deal who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's up?
Long time no hear from. So, Miss Bad and Bougie, I want to know why he's wrong. If his wife is attacking him, why is he wrong for calling the police on her?
No, hell no. Don't be trying to distract me from, you know what I'm saying, your little comment earlier and shit.
What
That is not how that works,
What are you
Honcho.
talking about? Whatever. I see. Look,
Mr. Edward.
all these false accusations. Oh, because you're a suspected white supremacist? What? I mean,
That's how you feel?
How do you disprove? How do you disprove
After
that?
all the love that I have given you, I'm talking about that's what I get.
But what I'm saying is, how can you disprove something like that? So if somebody says something about you,
what do you mean? What you mean?
How can you disprove it? If somebody accuses you of being a suspected white supremacist, how can you clear your name from an accusation like that?
Do you hear how I talk?
No, what does that mean?
What you mean?
No, that don't mean nothing. It's just how you talk.
Most people wouldn't even know that I was white. The only reason why you know I'm white is because you seen it.
Yes, I seen it. Yes, I seen it. But I'm just saying.
Nobody else would say that.
But I'm just saying, though. You know, I mean, I'm not even necessarily talking about you specifically, but I'm just saying, if somebody levies these type of allegations against someone, how can they disprove that? Like, how do you combat some type of statement like that? It's such a I don't want to say generic, but a thing that it's hard to disprove it. You know, it's hard to prove.
What do you mean? Not if you look at people's background and stuff like that, family and everything else. I mean,
right? I mean, what does that mean? Because I think about the guy. Who's the guy that it was a white guy that just got arrested for what? He had a child with a black woman. It was his own daughter, 15 years old, and he raped her and killed her. Then he set her on fire or something like that, or he killed her. It was something violent, but. You know, you would say, "Oh, well, I'm not racist because
because everybody wouldn't do no shit like that, whether you."
But I understand that. But I mean, but at the same time, you could say, "Well, he's a suspected white supremacist because he killed a black girl, but it happened to be his own child." Like, how do you disprove something like that? Well, some people say, well, he had sex and had a kid with a black woman, but what does that mean? You could have just wanted to get your rocks off and made a mistake. Like, there's so many levels to it that I think it's very hard to prove or disprove certain. I mean, somebody has to come out and just say some real blatant shit, and I mean, probably do some other off the wall shit. But I think it's very difficult to clear your name if somebody makes an allegation like that against you. But you are a suspected white supremacist. But how are you doing, Miss Lady Licious? I mean, how is life treating you? What is going on in your world?
Man, everything's straight, man. They moving me back to my other job on post, man. I'm so mad.
But I thought you preferred that location.
I did. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then you start liking people you work with. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit's so hard to find. So I mean,
didn't you say some of the people that you were working with had some situations going on? You introduced me to a term. Yeah, you introduced me to a term with some of your coworkers that you use, D to D, and I've been using it. I've been using it ever since. What happened with that whole situation? You were saying that there was a child protective situation or something like that was going on. Did they ever work out?
She done had her new baby now and shit like that. She loves me. Like, I don't even know why, but she, decided that she wanted to squash everything, and I'm not that, type person. It's like, if you can come to me and apologize and try to work shit out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that bitch or cold-hearted person that I'm just not going to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I felt some type of way about you, and we had our differences, but if you can come to me and talk to me about it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I still can't let that one part go, you know what I'm saying? It still kind of bothers me with her, but at the same time, I wasn't there. So it's really, regardless of what you see on the internet and stuff like that, I mean, it's still kind of hearsay. And people do kind of, I don't know. But I can't hold something like that against her. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But everything else that she said to me or about me or whatever, she apologized for. And I mean, like I said, that motherfucker loves me now. I don't love her like that, but it's fine. I'm not gonna be that mean.
Okay, so no, I was just saying I don't love these hoes, but
right.
So my thing, how did Shannon answer the question? Right, I gotta go change the answer so she can't win. Okay, well that's good. So speaking of forgiveness and kindness in your heart, so do you see yourself? I don't know if you've been keeping up with the case that took place in Dallas. Would you be able to see yourself embracing someone that killed a member of your family?
Oh, no. That's different. That's different. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's me and mine. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Nah, I can't, no. Because I'd be ready to kill that motherfucker my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no...
that sound, yeah. That was funny. You really had to that noise you made. You had to really consider that one. That was like a sound of slight.
No, Rosie, I had no consideration. Fuck that noise. You crazy as hell. That was more like, I can't believe you asked me a dumbass question because listen, like I said, that's that's my family. That's mine. Hell no. There is no forgiveness for that.
That's tough.
Not at all.
That's tough. You know what I mean? You said
when people do shit like that to that extent, like you said, you know what I'm saying? Like, or for instance, like something else that I seen not too long ago, where the teacher called the police because the baby or something like that hasn't come to school or whatnot, and then come to find out the baby had died or whatever because they were abusing the baby, like it had broken fingers and blah, 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 and they arrested the mom and the boyfriend or some shit like that. Have you seen that?
No, I heard nothing about that.
Okay, so if you can go to that extent to hurt a child, your own child, there's no forgiveness for you.
No.
there's something wrong with you. I mean, you know, or like you said, like that dude that hit the baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn how angry you are. There's no excuse. Something is wrong with you. If you can let that much anger out on a child, something is fucking wrong with you.
I agree.
If you can let that much anger out and kill a human being, you know what I'm saying, just because of their color, or, you know what I'm saying, or because you got into a fight and you got your ass whooped, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. I mean, there's just no excuse for that. If you can really harm somebody like that you can take their life, something is wrong with you. I mean, I can sit here and say, okay, like I made that comment, you know what I'm saying, you fucks with mine, so I want to kill you myself, but could I actually do it? No, because I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how hurt I am about it. I don't think I could go that far. Now, I might whoop your ass, but I can't say that I'm going to kill you. That's not my point.
Do you think the consideration of the circumstances or the consequences after, do you think that plays a factor into it? If you knew that you would not be punished for your actions, do you think that would change your response to that?
I mean, I thought somebody else would kill their ass, but that's not, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
aren't you just as much, I mean, if you...
If something happened to my child, somebody did something to my child, yes, in my mind, I would want to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to kill this motherfucker for doing this to my child, or hurting my child, or even killing my child. Yeah, I would feel that way, but how many people, if really though, how many people can honestly say that they can pull that damn trigger? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, as much as I'm in hurt and I'm in pain and suffering, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I don't think I could do it.
That's tough. I think you be calling wrong. What number are you calling, Miss Meat?
Man, the old one, what the hell you switching up numbers for and shit?
I'm switching up just because I got to surprise y'all. I can't let y'all get too comfortable. I gotta throw a monkey wrench in the game playing every now. But it's so much better with the new numbers because there's no ringing, there's no beep beep beep, and I got to keep clicking and doing all that. You know.
Well, it still did the same thing. It was like, please hold, and you know, you say that's a little.
Yeah. Like I gave y'all some jams to listen to, so y'all can vibe out. You know, you roll up while you waiting, twist yourself up.
Disconnect that hoe. You making me think I'm calling the right number like this, and then on top of which, I wasn't even watching live. Like somehow it disconnected, so I was like behind and shit. You was just talking. I'm like, really? You ignore my phone? What the fuck?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, but the thing about it is, yeah, and I need to, because I was thinking about porting the old number over, but I'm just like, fuck, it ain't no point in doing all that shit because it's still gonna take a couple of weeks for that.
Why you answered it? That's the case. I mean, so you got that with ringing in your ear and shit, and you just didn't want to pick it up because it's not the right number.
No, it's not that. It's just because there's an app that goes with it, and so there's a soft phone, I guess is what you call it. So.
No.
You know, I can answer via the computer, which I'm on, and then you can also use your phone. But what I'm using right now is the soft phone on the computer, not my actual cell phone. So I'd have to connect my cell phone, do all that, or I could open up the other app for the old number, but I don't want to do that because then it's going to do all that ringing and making noise and all of that shit. I don't want to hear all that shit.
Okay. I say you're trying to upgrade a little bit. You know?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more convenient for those people who just listen, because not everybody calls in, and so when maybe a topic gets active, and you have a lot of people trying to call in, is hanging up and all that. Like, that, it sounds like an old fucking 1980s video game and shit. Like nobody wants to hear that, and it makes it
Yeah, that old timey ass ringtone you had. I don't know, man. That shit used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, and then I don't want to be clicking hang up every few seconds. I'm like, it's just it's less work with the new phone setup that I'm using. So I'm sticking with that.
Well, that's what's up. I'm glad to see you back on, man. I don't catch you all the time no more like that because you don't do it that often. But for you back on more, well, it seems like you on more often than before.
No, I'm trying to get back right now. I done made a challenge to myself, like I say, to get back active across the board. So be much more active than I was, last month. I'm trying to across the board for both channels, and then next month go even harder, find ways that I can improve and be much more efficient. So yes, I do intend to be back regularly. So just if you're bored, get to lurking around 10, see if it's going down in the
So
den.
that's okay. So did you get everything situated and handled that you needed to handle?
I got some things that I still got to work on, but it's like my mentality is like it's not gonna. Everything is not gonna. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna improve. Things are a bit better than what I need to. Some things are on track to be where I need to be. But what I'm saying is just that me stepping back is not going to improve the channel. Like I felt like a lot of people have been showing love, a lot of people have been supporting on this channel, and so it's just like, man, just figure it out. It's just figure it out. So even if it delays
Yeah.
certain things or whatever, it's just figure it out. Like because the Den, like I said, I love Soft Sports, the other channel, but the Den is a different breed. It's a whole different conversation, and it's a different vibe. And like I had been putting more work into Soft Sports lately because with it being football season and everything, but
All right.
my energy, but I enjoy more. I think I enjoy the Den more. So,
Aw.
and the reason, but I mean, but here's why. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, because see, them Soft Sports motherfuckers, yeah, and those of you who be fucking with the sauce, I'm talking about y'all too. But if you're in the Den, you ain't in that group. The Soft Sports, they be fickle, right? Because when it ain't Texan season, niggas don't be fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? When it's Texan season, yeah, they be in there fucking with it. Or if the Texans do bad, they be jumping ship. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a few folks who fuck with the
Right.
Packers and all that other shit. But the Den folk,
Yeah.
y'all keep it real. The Den folk hold it down. No matter what, it ain't no seasonal shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no hey, Sticky Northside, what's the motherfucker? It ain't no, well, the sports in season, so I want to talk about it. Or like I said, the Den folks is
What you do
24/7.
on the Den too? Yeah, so Den is more versatile. You know what I'm saying? Because you can talk sports, other shit, everything. You know what I'm saying? You're not just on one subject or what I'm saying, one genre or whatnot. So yeah, I can understand that. But everything else, I think, what I'm saying, for you, it's all gonna fall in place in due time. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you pray to God. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, a lot of people, they start praying really hard in a certain situation, you know what I'm saying, and they need it right then and there. But God's gonna send it to you when he feels like you really need it the most. And sometimes you gotta fall really, really hard, you know what I'm saying, for him to come and pick you up. You know what I'm saying? But it's a life lesson. That's where the trials and tribulations come from. That's where, you know what I'm saying, that's where you can bring out that testimony, to give to other people or even for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, okay, well, I did something this way and I fucked up or whatever. And, it's a lesson learned, just like everything else, So, I mean, just in due time, I guess, you know what I'm saying, to be where you really want to be at. But I think you're doing really well for yourself, you know what I'm saying, so far. So
So I got a question.
mhm.
If I pray harder, does he send the blessings express? I mean, do you get like some expedited
I don't think
blessings?
so.
You just get
Like
it
I
when you
said, I
get it.
feel like he kind of sends it more when you need it the most.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take your word for
Hey, shit, you heard some of my testimonies. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of, from experience. Because trust and believe, I would, you know what I'm saying? Trust and believe, I was praying like a motherfucker. I didn't want to eat out the goddamn garbage can. You know what I'm saying? I was praying like a motherfucker. I ain't want to sleep in an abandoned trailer or on the motherfucking ground. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do that shit to learn it and to fucking make myself stronger, I suppose. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. He comes at the right time. Because I promise you, every time when something fell through, it's when I was at my last. And I promise you that happened a lot with me. I really wanted to end myself. I've been to that point plenty of times, especially in those situations. I felt like there was no reason for me to live. Nobody fucking cares about me. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, a door opens or even just a window, and it's like it's up to you whether you let that breeze in and you going to make it bigger to get out, or you just gonna let that little breeze hit you and feel comfortable. You know, it really depends on what you're gonna do, but he gonna give you away. And I'm not really that godly type person. I swear to God, I'm not.
You finna start a career as a
so
female
this
preacher.
is
I see
crazy
it.
that I'm saying this.
I
Huh?
said you finna start. You finna become a female preacher. You over there
Hey,
preaching the gospel.
listen, I ain't even that tight. You know, oh, that's crazy. But it happens like that. You know, but like I said, you got to go through trials and tribulations to have something to talk about, to have a testimony.
I agree. I got a
And
question.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that too in the den. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear a lot of these stories that I can really relate to, or others can relate to. That's why I share my story, and I appreciate you having this show like that. You know, so people don't feel so alone. You know what I'm saying, on shit that they've been through. You know what I'm saying, that they can't, they don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, they're the only ones, or that they're crazy or something's wrong with them. You know what I'm saying, because shit happens to a lot of people and you just really don't know, because everybody don't like sharing stuff like that. But I kind of feel like I have to. You know, I don't know. It's just something in me that tells me I need to tell my stories.
Okay. And again, you have definitely shared some stories that are very enlightening. You know, to see things from, like I say, because everybody doesn't walk in the same pair of shoes, and to sometimes I think, you know, when you see people on TV, you disconnected from it. But when it's people that, even though we hang out digitally, but there is a connection. There's that what's the word I'm looking for? You know, there's that, you build that rapport with one another. And then the kind of, you know, we do a lot of joking, a lot of laughing, but then, you know, those times when things get deep, I think, like I said, it's a level of enlightenment, a level of understanding. It's almost much more realistic because, again, like I said, the connection that you have to the person compared to everything else. So, you know, I think that's very intriguing. But I have one question.
And what's up?
With it being football season, has business picked up significantly?
Yeah, when it's payday. But it's like, I don't get it, Honcho. Like, for real. Like, if I was in the sports and shit like that, I'm sorry. I love Domino's because that's my job. But I'm talking about, or I wouldn't call no fucking pizza place. Like, it's been hot. In North Carolina, it's been motherfucking hot and beautiful, sunny-ass motherfucking days. If I was into football and sports like that, I want to grill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to grill. I want to have whatever. And I'm talking about, it don't even cost that much. These motherfuckers be, oh, my God. It trips me out like that ass. Like, this shit is crazy. I'll see the same motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, buy $60 worth, you know what I'm saying, for game time. But then, you know, a week later, when they check about low, you know what I'm saying, when they can't have their food right away, then, oh, my kids are hungry. Bitch, you should have went to the motherfucking grocery store and been cooked some motherfucking food. It's 11 o'clock at night. What you talking about? Your kids are hungry. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh man, you know, look.
You know what I'm saying?
You
And you just
let
spent
somebody else take
$60
care
on the
of it.
motherfucking game.
Yeah, you gotta let somebody else take care of it. Look, somebody bring it to you. You ain't got to get out the house. You ain't got to cook it. You ain't got to prepare it. It might be half plastic, but hey, you need to
Because
save some
that's what
time.
this generation is. They fucking lazy. Lazy. You hear me? Lazy. I miss, you know what I'm saying, going to, like that ass. I know I'm white, but I swear to God, yes, we had family Sunday motherfucking lunch and dinner and shit like that, you know, at my grandma's house, you know. So I miss that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a home cooked meal. That's something to make your ass full. You eat pizza, you can eat pizza and pizza. You know what I'm saying? And all you doing is getting fat pimples and fucking spending too much motherfucking money. Make your own goddamn pizza. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, well,
And you still have food in the house. You, for the same $60 that you spend on motherfucking pizza that everybody gonna eat in one damn day. You know what I'm saying? You can go grocery shopping and at least eat for 3 or 4.
I don't know. It depends on what kind of household you got. It might be a bunch of motherfuckers in there that can eat. You know what I'm talking about? So
Listen, I done had the ration. Trust and believe, I can stretch $60 for a whole week with 2 kids.
man, yeah, I mean, you can get
And
creative.
for 5 pieces.
But you know, folks be some folks be, you know, some folks fancy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I eat the same shit damn near. I won't say I eat the same shit every week, but I keep it pretty simple for the most part. It's like it's usually a combination of some ground turkey. It's gonna be I'm gonna get versatile with the ground turkey a couple of times a week. Gonna be some chicken breasts once or twice a week. Gonna be some type of dinner involving shrimp, salmon, something like that. It's usually the same kind of stuff. I really don't do too much red meat, too much beef. But outside of that, like I said, then various sides, green beans, corn. Like, I keep it pretty simple. I don't really get too picky. But now, every now and then, especially here, I've been discovered a lot of restaurants, and they're pretty intriguing. I'm definitely gonna get fat again. But here is the deal, Miss. Nah, shit. I've been fucking around these damn burger joints. I done found a whole bunch of good ass burger spots, man. I can't lie. It's some
Whopper.
man, fuck that Whopper. Fuck that fake. Look, I ain't finna eat this fake bread, fake plant-based burger bullshit. Hell nah. That fucking soy burger.
You know what's delicious about that?
What's that?
Right?
What's that?
So check this out. When you look up like the comparison of a Whopper, the regular Whopper and the Impossible Whopper, it's really not that much difference in calories and sugars and all this and that kind of shit. Like, no bullshit. But yet the Impossible Whopper is supposed to be motherfucking vegetable and shit like that. It's pretty good. I tried it now. It's good. It need an extra patty on that motherfucker because that little thin ass patty ain't hitting on shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like Crystals back in the day, the little ass burgers. You know what I'm talking about? How they had that little thin ass. That's what that shit looked like. I was bad as hell, but it was good though. But
man, fuck that burger. And then that's what I'm saying. Look, if you want, like, here's the deal. If you want a fucking burger, then go eat some fucking meat. Like, stop with the like. I tried the veggie patty because I used to get the little veggie patty. I did the little vegan vegetarian kick for a little bit. Fuck them fucking bean burgers, the fucking black bean patties and all that. But look, man, fuck that Impossible Whopper. If you really want the taste of a Whopper, either quit fucking with the vegan vegetarian shit, eat some real meat, or you just don't get it. Like, everything ain't for everybody. That's just like, if you pick and choose a particular lifestyle. I'm going to be a vegan, and you want to be all high and mighty. Well, then you don't get to eat the cool shit. You got to eat the bland shit.
I was trying to hype, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody was like, hey, Impossible Whopper, this shit is awesome, you know what I'm saying? And then I went to the window and that shit cost $7. I was like, what the fuck? This shit better be good, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was straight though, but like you said, I'd rather eat the regular Whopper. It ain't really that much difference in calories and everything else, so it's really it's not healthier for you. You know what I'm saying? Because, so, listen. It's all about, I'm telling you, when you talk about fancy and stuff like that, I feel you on that. I have to, every once in a while, I want some shrimp and all this and that kind of shit too, but it's like, it's like the difference between me and my mom, like I told you, my grandpa, he owns a bakery in Germany and blah, blah, blah. Like, my mom pretty much had a golden spoon fed to her, you know what I'm saying, and her aunts and stuff like that. Okay. That ass, and it's crazy because my ass was homeless, right? But anyway, I love my mom. She loved me. She didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't get in touch with her. I ain't have no phone, whatever. But anywho, so here it is, we got a house and everything like that. Everybody's working. She get a little income. Me and my husband, we working. Everything. To me, it's straight. If I'm broke, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm broke for a week, I know there's still food in the house. I still have electricity. I still got a roof over my head, you know what I'm saying? Everything like that. So I'm good. My mom, something ain't paid right away, you know what I'm saying? She's the type that's like, oh, we're struggling right now. I'm broke. I can't go to the store if I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's different levels to brokenness. There's broke like you broke, and then there's bills paid broke. You know what I'm saying? So it's temporarily broke, temporarily a broke hiatus. But here's the deal, Miss Lady Licious. There's one other call I gotta I gotta tell you, I really
Oh, I
don't want
know.
to.
Miss me, Miss Angela. I know. I know.
No, I
All
don't
right.
want to take it, but you know,
You know what I'm saying? What you gonna
I've been
say?
trying to
Stand up.
stall. You know, yeah, even talking about these old punk ass Falcons. But Miss Lady, listen, it is good talking to you, and it's good to hear from you. And like I said, we'll be back more active and much more regularly. And don't worry, you still retain your title as the biggest freak in the den. So it's all okay.
Oh Lord,
All
Jesus.
right.
All right, y'all. Appreciate the time, man. I know it took long. My bad.
You all
Shout
good.
out to all y'all. Love y'all. And keep doing your thing, Honcho. I get up.
All right, Miss Lady.
All
Appreciate
right.
talking to you.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Hey, Nacho, what's the motherfucking deal? Angela, you got like 3 seconds to call. All right? I'm shutting it down. 1, 2, 3. 3. That's how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. I'm pretty sure I forgot part of that. Look at this. See, it's that time. It's time to. I gotta hang up on you. You taking too long. You ain't even calling. You ain't even. Oh, I know why. Let's see how this works. I forgot. Technically, I do have the numbers scheduled to only operate between a certain time. But we'll see. Let's see how this works. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it. Hello.
How the Ed, how the fuck you gonna have some after business hours?
Hey, business hours. Business hours are business hours. You know, you got to have a limit. I just don't know. But I'm pulling a VIP special for you, Miss Angela. So I'm calling after business. So you know it must be. If I'm calling you back after den business hours, it must be special. So you're welcome.
No, you're tripping, Ed. There's no after business hours shit. That's some bullshit. Change that fuck bullshit. You better change that fucking bullshit. After hours. Nigga, you black. Stop the bullshit.
It's after all. Look.
You
I mean, we have to have a limit and a structure.
You have called the den after business hours. What's some bullshit? No. That's not how we roll. Ed.
I don't know how y'all roll in Atlanta. See, y'all do something different in Atlanta than we do over here.
No. Listen. We both rolling on the same shit. We both suck. So don't even go there. Okay?
Don't know about that.
Yeah, we do. Okay. Well, Ed, change that shit. You have called after business hours. The den is closed. No. Change that fucking shit. Like, change that fucking shit. Like, for real though. No, you just changed the fuck. Look at your way on it.
So this is the shit y'all be on in Atlanta. This is that Atlanta shit y'all be on.
No, change that fucking shit. Somebody I said, what the fuck? We have closed. No, you have not closed. You're still here. No, change that. Ed. Now, okay, some things I want to talk about. Stop playing with your little games and shit. You like that shit, don't you?
Yes, I'm enjoying it.
Except when they put that clown face on your ass.
That shit is not cool. Where we at
here? It is kind of cool, though. That should be funny as hell. I was rolling last night. Clown faces and spitting out the shit. That shit was funny as fuck. Yes, it was. It was funny. But the first thing I want to talk about is Amber. The 10 years, I told you, motherfucker. Let me tell you something. She ain't going to do number 2. She up for parole in 2 years, and she going to get the fuck out. So now you can't. Well, at least you get the donation. Oh, well. Ed.
I don't know what is happening in the den right now. We have some form of Antonio Banderas music and a bunch of cats. The den has gone off the rails, everybody. I have no idea where we are. This is crazy. What happened to that? Is this a new hobby? A new hobby you're taking up? You're playing the guitar now? Is this what they do in Atlanta? ATL shouting? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, look, after business hours, it's the type of shit that happens. Where Angela went? I don't know. She just fell off. I don't want to hear this stuff. So, let's talk about the Falcons, y'all. Let's talk about how terrible the Falcons are currently at 1-3, and they will be facing the Houston Texans this week. Yeah, this is Mariachi. What was the second one? With fucking Antonio Banderas, like, what was Desperado? What happened? You hung up? What you talking about? I'm trying to figure. I thought you hung up on me. I'm sitting here thinking, you still there? She hung up on me, got me fucking listening to this weird shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why you can't even talk to black folks. They hang up on you. Then talking about call me back after they got you listening to some goddamn tango music and shit. Mexico, Spain, all the same thing. What is, yes, who are we speaking to here?
Your shit hung me up. Your after hours shit hung me up.
No, did it hang up? What did it say?
No, your after hours shit hung me up.
I thought you hung up. I'm just
I
sitting
ain't
here.
hang up.
I was attacked by a bunch of rabid kittens, and the next you know, some weird flamenco music started playing. I mean, look, y'all already know what I said.
That's your shit hung me up.
Look, I don't have the Hispanic setting on. And again, Heidi, come on, don't act brand new. Mix of Mexico, Spain, you know, all the denomination of Hispaniola are all under Mexico. Those are the rules.
Yeah, so you
went
to Guatemala,
and
where they sent my job. So you got a number in Guatemala, so they just gonna hang your ass up. No. So, listen, you ain't got to talk about the Falcons, bruh. We'll see each other.
Oh, they're terrible. Nobody wants to talk about the Falcons. You don't
but I
want
ain't
to talk
gonna
about the
talk shit. We sorry as fuck, man. Jesus, take the wheel. We so fucking sorry. I don't even know what the fuck going on right now. I ain't even gonna talk about this. Lord. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk about them either. They're terrible.
No, we're not gonna talk about it. So we're gonna talk about Amber, who only got 10 years. She's only gonna do 2. She's up for parole in 2, like I said.
Oh, for parole in 2? What they said that? What they said? Wait. When did they say she was up for parole?
The judge. I've been watching the whole case.
Parole in 2? Oh, come on.
Such. Yes.
Oh, with like good behavior and shit?
Parole in 2 years.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
But I told y'all about Bernie. Bernie was having issues with the campaign. So I told y'all he wasn't gonna make it. That's why he wasn't gonna get elected.
Because he old as fuck. Yeah. He shouldn't even be.
But shit, what's his name older than him? Goddamn, who? Your boy older than him. Shit. Biden older than Bernie.
Well, you know what?
That's what y'all putting out there. That's who you voting for.
About none of them. What I tell you? Honcho. Don't give a fuck about none of them.
Yeah, you. Well, I'm waiting. No. Wait. Okay, Angela, do you see me right now, Angela? Because I'm pointing at you, Angela. You, Angela. My nails dirty. You're supposed to send me some information from the last time that we called, right?
Yes, I did. Oh yeah, I am. I've been busy. Like, I've been doing stuff. Like, I'm going to send it to you. So, yeah, I'm going to still send it to you. I've been really busy. So, anyway, this is my topic.
Interesting.
The topic
just got busy.
And Stacey Dash, that bitch crazy as fuck. Listen, I don't know how long y'all been following that bitch, but she is One flew over the cuckoo nest.
And why is Stacey Dash
Always
crazy?
have been. Always have been.
Why is she
Always
crazy?
have been.
Why? I think you're saying that because she's a conservative. I think
First
you're.
of all, she has been in, like, she has literally been in a mental institution. Like, even back in the days when she started out, way back. Like, she has always been off her rocker. Always.
What is this mental institution that she went to? Can you give me the name of it?
No, I will. No, just look back. Just Google it.
Oh, I gotta
She's
Google
been
some
crazy
name.
since the movie, whatever that movie was. She's been crazy for a long time. That bitch is crazy. She is off. Off, O-F-F, off. O-F-F, off. And I believe the husband, and I believe the kids, I believe the children. Okay? Okay? Because she's off.
Okay.
Okay. No, not okay. Okay. H-M-M-K. Okay? She's always been off. Always. Yeah. Always.
I don't see anything about I don't see nothing about a mental illness. I'm Googleizing, But go ahead.
Yes. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. She always been off. And listen, does she have any children?
Yeah, she got kids.
She got kids.
She got more than one. She got a couple of kids.
And guess what? You don't hear about them, right? Because they probably off too.
So because she's a celebrity, maybe she don't want her kids living a celebrity lifestyle to be out there, so she's off because the kids are not.
She's still off. She's still off. She's still off. Listen, everybody thinks, okay, so she did come out and say, well, I'm not black. That black statement and this and that. Okay, but she's off. Listen, first of all, when you're not totally a Negro, I'm not African American. If you're not totally a Negro, if you're not totally a black, then it really doesn't matter which side you take because you're mixed. Like, if you want to take the white side, if you want to take the black side, if you want to take the other side, that's what it is.
But she's mixed. She's mixed Hispanic and or Mexican and black. So I mean, if she chooses to be
she don't
want particular. I
so how many Hispanic? Hey, so you mean to tell me, with you living in Texas, you don't know a lot of Hispanics who claim to be white, who wants to be white?
But if Hispanic is not a race, because think about it. But what I'm saying, think about it though. Think about it. You've seen the census, right? Have you ever seen a census form?
I used to work for them.
Okay, so on the census form, does it not say white, non-Hispanic, or black non-Hispanic, or white Hispanic, black/Hispanic?
Yep.
Okay, so if one is white, if they identify as white/Hispanic, what's wrong with that? If that's how they're labeled via the census.
But that's what I'm saying. She don't identify with the black folks. See, you're not listening.
But does it matter? It doesn't matter. Why must, if someone is mixed, why do they always have to identify with the black side?
Okay. Listen. So, if I'm black, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm black, right?
No, I believe
First
you
of all, I'm not going to call the police. I'm not going to call the police, right?
What they got to do with identifying?
Because your kid, hold on now, she the one started the shit in the house, and I say what you want, say what you want, say what you want. She absolutely started this shit. So now, if I started the shit and I scratched up his motherfucking face and I was talking shit to his kids, I'm not finna call the police. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. So she thought that was going to work in this instance. And it didn't. And it didn't. Like, you basically called the police on yourself. Because you know what the fuck you did in that house.
But he called the police, not her.
You basically called the police on yourself. She called the police. She was on the phone with 911 as well as he was. But the only reason why she did that because he called. Because she was acting crazy. Listen, now, you know I'm pro-black, okay?
Are
And
you?
I'm not racist.
Are
I'm
you?
pro-black.
Are you
I'm
sure?
pro-motherfucking black.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm pro-black.
I'm doubting your
I'm
pro-blackness.
pro-black.
I doubt your pro-blackness.
No, okay, well, you can doubt it, but I'm pro-black. But I also have other folks in my family. But I'm not going to lie and say when shit is obvious, okay? She was like, that's why she said, okay, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to hang up and I'm just going to leave. Mm-hmm. And the 911 operator said, so why are you just going to leave? If you got abused or if you are the victim. Mm-hmm. If I'm the victim, what the fuck I'm going to leave for? What the fuck I'm going to hang up for? If I'm the victim.
Because you don't want to get beat up no more. I'm not going to hang up
or I'm not going to leave. I'm not. Mm. What the fuck am I hang up for? What the fuck am I leave for? If I'm the victim. Come on now. Come on.
Now, Miss Angela, I want to push I want to push the rewind button for just a second because I think you avoided my question. And the question was, why does a person who is mixed have to identify with the black side?
I didn't say that. I said if you're mixed, you can identify with whatever side you want to identify with. That's what I said. Because the fact that I have a lot of mixed people in my family. You can identify with whatever you want to identify with. But I'm talking about Stacy, okay?
Are you prejudiced against the people in your family that are mixed?
She never identified with the black side. But all of a sudden, when she calls the police, she wants to identify with the black side.
What makes you say that?
She never has.
What makes you say when she called the police she wanted to identify with the black side?
Have you been following her, like, not just from the movies, have you been following her, like literally following her?
No, I'm not a stalker, so I wouldn't follow her like that. But I have seen some of the activities that she's participated in, and I was, I think when she
when she was talking about black folks. Did you see that? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that, but I saw her naked in the Playboy, so I think that makes up for anything else.
They got the fire grill on your ass.
Yes, I'm getting roasted over here.
This shit is funny as hell. But did you follow her when she was dogging out the black folks?
When was she dogging out the black folks?
Did you follow her then?
What did she say?
I can't say verbatim. Okay?
Why not?
But she has. All you got to do is Google. Okay? Now, like I said, you don't have to pick a side when you're mixed, but they usually do. They usually pick a side. It is what it is. Now, when she called the police after she called the police already.
Mm-hmm. So she called the police on colored people time.
Trying to identify, I'm the black woman. I'm the black girl that's getting done wrong. Nah, bitch, bye. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Nope. Not gonna happen. Nope, not gonna happen.
So is that what she said? Did she identify as a black woman who was getting abused whenever she called?
No, she was not. She abused them.
I find this.
That's just like saying Mariah Carey abused Nick Cannon. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay, then.
Mariah Carey's crazy as cat shit.
She abused them. Then you should believe she abused them. So if you believe
I do believe that Stacey Dash abused. I'm not defending Stacey Dash in any way, form, or fashion. I do believe that
Melinda
she abused
Anubis donated $1. Warren 2020.
So what's the problem? So what we arguing about, Ed? So what we arguing about?
We're arguing about we're arguing about the race. That's what I don't know. We've argued about 2 or 3 different things, and none of them got answered. I'm trying to figure out about the racial identification, and not just necessarily Stacey Dash, but I'm just saying
it's not. You can't identify with that because every person that's mixed race identify different. They do. I'm not. Listen, this is not to confuse anyone. They all identify different because you may be mixed with black and white. You may identify with your black and not your white. You may be mixed with white and black. You might identify you're white and not your black. Every person is different in that sense. Like, you can't identify with that. There's nothing that we can say that's affirmative or this person gonna do this because every one of them identify different. They do.
okay.
You can't say that someone's mixed with black or white. Okay, they're going to automatically say that they're black because that's not true. They all identify different. Every one of them.
So,
what are you? Are you black and more black? Are you black and black? Are you black and chicken nigga? Are you black and what are you, Ed?
This is the most racist stuff I've ever heard in my life. This is just pure, unadulterated racism.
But I'm just saying, what are you? Are you black? Are you black? Are you black and something else? Are you?
This is racism. I don't even know what I'm.
No, it's not. Yes. No, it's not because I'm black.
So it gives you permission. It gives you permission to be racist.
My mother was 78. My mother was 78% Chickasaw. My dad is 68% Chickasaw, but they're both black. So I'm black and Chickasaw. So I identify myself with both, but everybody does not do that. I get Indian benefits and I get black benefits. So I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What's your question again?
No, I'm cut the super zone, but what happened when I cut the super zone? I think all the old ones pop back up. So I'm trying to make sure all the alerts ain't going on. So
I'm just saying it's not racist.
Let those
Everybody
go through.
identifies their self. Everybody identifies their self is what they want to.
Identifies.
So it doesn't matter. And what Stacey Dash did a long time ago was she did not identify herself as black.
But what if she got woke? What if she got woke and now she identifies as black? What's wrong with that? What if she got woke and now she's?
What did I say? I said the bitch crazy. I don't care if she's black, white, purple, Chinese. I don't give a fuck if she is. The bitch crazy. She is off. She is one foot over the cuckoo's nest.
Tell me more about this Chickasaw. This Chickasaw thing you were just mentioning. Yes, and yeah, the super status should be on for Carmen Sandiego. But my thing is this: you said chicken niggas, right? Is that the term you use? A chicken nigga?
No, I'm my mom Chickasaw. Indian. 68%. My dad is 78% Chickasaw, but they're still black, which makes me so much percentage. That's why I get Indian benefits, but I'm still black. But I get Indian benefits. I get all the Indian benefits because of what my mom and my father was.
But do you get the most important of the Indian benefits?
I get everything with Indian benefits.
But I'm talking about the most important Indian benefit. Do you know what that is?
Which is the money or the what are we saying? The land, the houses, because I'm getting a house built right now. The Chickasaw land. So I don't know what's more important than land.
Well,
money.
In the African American community, there's this thing, and you being Indian, well, maybe you don't see it from your perspective, but when you as a man and you speak to a lot of African American women, a lot of them claim to be Indian and have Indian hair. So, did you
Heidi
inherit
Kleindienst
Indian
donated
hair?
$7
No,
through Super
my
Chat.
hair is
Special
nappy
announcement.
as fuck.
Kleindienst
And all
2020.
Indians' hair
Nothing
are
is
not
great
like
again.
smooth
Hashtag
and silky.
NIGA.
My hair is nappy, but it's long as fuck. But my hair is not. My dad's hair is
Oh
not
my
straight. My mom's
God.
hair is. My mom's hair is straight, but my
Mhm.
dad's hair is nappy as fuck.
Mm.
So I don't know no other way. Like
This is
my hair is
racism.
between both of theirs.
This is
It's
so
not
racist.
racist.
This is
It
racist.
is, but it is not racist.
You're
It's not racist.
you are prejudiced
No,
against hair.
my hair is nappy and it's down to my back. So no, it's not like Indians' hair are not like y'all gotta stop looking at fucking Tonto and Indians and Cowboy Indians movies. That's not how it is with Indians, like with real Indians. That's
Red
not
dot
how
or
it
feather?
is.
Red dot or feather?
Hey, listen, my husband, when I first took him to where I was from, he thought that he was gonna see me, like no white man. No, that's not what he seen when he went to my reserve. Like that's not what he seen, and he's surprised. You don't. So no, it's not like that. No, my hair is not like theirs. Straight, it's nappy, like my father, and it's long, it's down my back, and it's just not like that. It's just not. You have to actually know. You have to actually go research, go on an Indian reserve, go on a tribe, go there, and you will see how many people look like me and you.
Your mama and your cousin
see
too?
how many people look like me and you.
Your mama and your cousin too, right?
Yeah, all that.
That was making
My
a
mom
bad.
passed away.
I was making
still
a
alive.
bad Atlanta joke.
I mean,
Outcast, me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Elevators.
Yes, well, he a crackhead Indian, but he's still Indian, full blood, almost. So they look like me and you.
Okay. Well, what are some of the traditional dining of the Chickasaw? I saw some chickens. Chickasaw.
No, Chickasaw.
Okay. Okay. Chicken.
Regular food.
Okay.
Regular food, and the only difference is if I would have stayed in Oklahoma instead of Georgia, because I've been in Georgia 25 years.
Georgia.
They don't have like the benefits if I would have stayed at home. If I stayed at home, then I wouldn't have to worry about shit. Which, like I said, taking care of that because I'm getting a house built there because of my heritage and my parents. But they don't have that here like that. But it's just it's not. Indians are not. Y'all don't just they're like me and you. They look like me and you. They act like me and you. They act like niggas that stay next door to you, except for like the medicine man and shit like that. Of course, they're not in the city. They're not. They're in the mountains, and and they do. And I took my daughter to a medicine man like years ago, like 5, 6 years before she passed. I took my daughter to a medicine man, so, the Indians, and she was healthy and she was going back to school and she did what she had to do for a long time. But you know, hey, it is what it is.
So Miss Angela,
Everybody think it's a myth and everybody think it's funny and this and that, but you know, it's true tribes. That's some real shit. Like, it's not like you look on the movies and you see Tonto and you see the Indian. It's not like that. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Except when you go in the mountains.
okay. So you say that most of the stuff
And
you
I've
see
been
in the
in the
movies.
mountains.
Well, is it different for different tribes? Maybe. Do you think that maybe?
It probably is. It probably is. But I have not been to different tribes. I've only been to my tribe. So, but it is. I know for a fact it is because it's just like, let's see example. Like games, it's like different tribes. Yes, it is different tribes. And there's certain tribes that don't get along. But it's not like they say, well, I don't, like, fuck that tribe or don't go to that tribe. It's just that when you go for certain things like prayer and medicine and things like that, certain tribes say, I can't do anything for you. You have to go to your tribe.
Mm.
So that's how that works. Like, you have to go to your tribe. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it sounds like some gang related shit.
And
Even
we've been, and you know, like I said, when my daughter first got sick, that's the first thing I did. I took her to our medicine man in our tribe. And my husband was like, I'm from Georgia. I don't know shit about that. This shit is weird to me. Like, that shit was weird to him. Like, he didn't understand that bullshit. Like, he was like, this is fuck shit. Where the fuck am I at? No, I'm going to sit in the car. I ain't going to lie to y'all. Like, he was like, I'm going to sit in the car because this shit's creepy to me. Because he didn't understand that. But where I'm from, that's what it was. So, you know. So, yeah, different tribes are different things. And, you know, like, I can't, like, walk up to any tribe and say, I walk up to the South and say, this is what I want you to do for me. And they're going to say, they're going to automatically look at me and tell me I'm not a South.
So why can't, I mean, I thought the Indians were supposed to be kind of love. Why can't everybody just love everybody?
That's what I why can't we all just get along? It's not that they'll kill you or nothing or those who throwing arrows at your ass. They just tell you to go to your tribe.
Oh, that's tough.
That's
man.
it.
That's tough.
It is kind of because, you know, like I said, like when my daughter first got sick, like I really didn't understand it in, you know, in the first tribe we came to, when I took her up there, it was like, no. And they tried, it was like, no. And I didn't tell them what tribe we were from. And they was like, no, you have to go to your tribe. So I'm like, well, why not? Y'all all the same. You're a medicine man. So, you know, unless you understand, if there's one Indian in here that understands, they'll tell you. If not, hey, there's nothing more I can explain. It is what it is.
Okay, so I have a question, and it's actually kind of interesting, I guess, because so do you get benefits like school benefits like Elizabeth Warren did, as far as claiming the
I
Indian?
get, let me tell you what I get. I get food, school, medical, life. I get let me see, food, school, life, medical. I get all those benefits right there. But like I said, I'm in Georgia, so the benefits aren't that great. But since I do have an address in Oklahoma, have an actual address that my grandmother left me, I am getting that house bill there.
So,
in Oklahoma because I have an address there.
so is
I
Mr.
get
Angela
more
going to be willing to
benefits
move back
because
to Oklahoma to that house?
I will, yes,
But
eventually,
Mr.
because my
Angela,
house is getting built.
but what I'm saying, but Mr. Angela's going to move back too. He's going to be willing to leave Georgia.
Well, that's the problem right now. See, he's like tripping, like, like he don't know that's what he want to do. But see, that's not. But see, that's okay because I'm still going to take advantage of what I can get and what I can do. So whether we have to live both places, hey, it is what it is. Because I'm gonna get what I can get when I can get it. And see, not only I don't have to actually live in the house. I can rent the house out to another Indian.
Can you put it on
I can't
Airbnb?
charge him a whole lot. I can't charge him a whole lot, but it won't be empty.
No, but I'm saying, like, could you put it on like Airbnb and like rent it out? You know, you could give an authentic.
I can rent it out, but only to another Indian.
Oh, that's kind of a jip.
Yeah, well, I mean, but
I mean, it's cool. But I mean,
so
it's the limitations, you know. I mean, you could like, I mean, no, seriously, like, you know, Airbnb, you could offer like an authentic Indian
no,
experience, and then, you know, let people kind of
not right
see what's
now.
going down.
No, not right now. I would only have to rent it out to another Indian of the same tribe. So, I don't know. Actually, I'm supposed to go up there next week. I'm going home next week to see how it's going along. But right now, I could only rent it out to someone from my tribe if that's what I want to do, or I could live in it. But that's only because I have an address there. So, you know, because my grandmother and my mother, I have an actual address house there that I've been having there. So I can live in between. But the Falcons are here, so
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it's bad choices because I mean, you got a choice to either be a Falcons fan or Oklahoma City Thunder fan, and they're both terrible. They're both terrible.
no.
They're awful. I mean,
Well,
bad.
I was already a Hawks fan.
That's
Because I moved
terrible
here
too.
in '94. I moved here in '96. I moved here in '94.
All I'm saying,
I was
94
already a Hawks fan.
94 was a great year.
So Oklahoma Thunder was not around. So I was already a Hawks fan.
Okay.
And there's no professional football team there. So, and I hated all Texas teams. So even when I was there, I was not a Dallas fan. I was not the Houston fan.
He hate us because they ain't us. I mean, you know,
I was a Players fan before I moved to Atlanta.
Players Club.
So when I moved to Atlanta, I became a Falcons fan, and a Hawks fan, and a Braves fan, whom, by the way, is going to playoffs. The Braves are going to the playoffs.
Yeah, so you are familiar. You're familiar with the Astros, right? You are familiar with the Astros, right? I mean, I don't know if you're celebrating because they're Indians or you're celebrating because they're from Atlanta. I don't know which one it is.
Into my narrative because it's Braves.
The home of the free, land of the brave, land of the free, home of the brave.
Are y'all going to the playoffs? Is the Astros going to the playoffs?
Go and look at the Astros record, and then you tell me.
Okay, I will.
No, do it immediately.
They are they because they're not the National League, are they?
No, they're in the AL. They were in the National League.
Yeah, they're the AL, right? So I don't care until it's time for the playoffs.
Well,
So
let's just say this. Let's just say this.
I will look at the AL. I will look at the Astros.
Somebody actually
what their record is.
$5 million. He had another 1.5. Here's the thing about the Astros. Somebody just put a $5 million bet on the Astros. So what would you think? Somebody who would be willing to put that much money up on a team for a particular reason.
Wow.
It's probably because they're pretty good.
Well,
probably because the odds are pretty good. And probably because they're the best team. They're probably because they're the best team in baseball with your little stinky Braves.
You think?
You know.
You think? Well, we can't say that right now because we're in two different leagues.
You can say that if you got the best record in baseball, you're the best team in baseball at this point. I mean, What do you,
So
what do you
we
You can
shall,
say that.
we shall
Hey,
see.
we've got the best record. And
shall
shitting on
see.
everybody. I think that makes you the best until it's time to get active. I mean, you're the
So
best team
I
in
was at the
baseball.
grocery store today, and Stu had on all his Houston Astro shit, and I had on my Braves shit. See, the difference is I had on the Braves pink. It's
Sounds about
Cancer
right.
Awareness Month, so I have on my pink and blue. Yeah, on his regular Astro shit. He ain't on no pink. Like, dude, you don't know nobody with breast cancer in Houston? Oh, okay. So anyway, so we shall see.
And then you saw that
Acuna.
you saw that
Remember Acuna.
you saw that
Just
bright
remember Acuna,
orange, and then you ran to another aisle and you hid because you didn't want to be
like it
embarrassed
blinded me.
being.
It blinded me.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
mean,
blinded
that's
me.
what trophies do. That's what rings do. They blind you.
No,
So,
okay. Well, the Braves have who
When-
you talking about?
when?
Braves has
When-
a ring.
When was that?
I don't care. We still have one.
When was
Still
it?
have one.
I think the Astros is a little bit
It doesn't
shinier.
matter. It doesn't matter. They
And-
don't disappear. We
Well,
have
I mean,
one.
I'm just saying the Astros is a little bit
doesn't
shinier, and
matter.
then the one they're going to
They
get this
don't
year is going to be
disappear.
even more shiny. So,
Okay, we shall see. I don't think y'all gonna make it past the first round.
what are you talking about?
The second round.
do
I
you-
don't think you're gonna make it past.
You do realize the Astros have home field advantage throughout the World Series. There's nothing anybody can do.
What
So
does
do you know what that
matter?
means? Do you know
Really
that means
really is.
that means that
Do
you
you
that,
think
that
that
means
matters?
the playoffs go through Houston. That's what that means. That's because they're the best team in the league.
Okay,
They have the best record in the
alright.
league. But here's the thing: you don't
So
have
we're
to.
gonna talk about this.
But listen,
So
but listen.
the playoffs start
Hey, Miss
tomorrow.
K. Grace.
The playoffs started.
Okay.
Okay. go
Were
ahead.
y'all on the wild card? Were y'all on the wild card? You had a wild card game?
Who got a wild card?
I'm asking if y'all had a
Who
wild
got
card
a
game.
wild card?
I'm asking. I don't know. Nobody cares
Braves
about
don't
that.
have a motherfucking wild card. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just asking. I mean, I'm just asking.
Who's a wild card?
I mean, y'all, the Braves sound like shit, so I'm just asking.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. We don't have a wild card.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't matter what town it goes through. So we shall see. Okay?
All right. This is
Okay.
gonna be a bad next couple of days for you. First, we're gonna beat the shit out the Falcons.
No, it's gonna be.
Then
a
y'all
bad
gonna get
day.
knocked out the playoffs.
Okay,
The
for
Astros
you.
will continue to move on, and
Oh,
you're gonna be
God.
up here frowned up. Then basketball season gonna start. The Hawks are terrible.
And I'm still talk shit. That's
That's unfortunate.
I'm still talk shit. It
That
doesn't
is
matter.
sad,
It doesn't matter.
sad state of affairs.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm die hard. It doesn't matter.
All right, Bruce
it
Willis.
doesn't matter. Falcons, Braves, Hawks, Sooners.
Die Hard
OU,
4. Die
Boomer
Hard with a
Sooners,
vengeance.
Hawks, Braves, Falcons. Okay? Okay? You
That's
can
all-
always see that.
That all sounds
Mhm.
terrible. That's like a terrible combination of everything.
Well, that's what people say.
Hawks and
but,
Falcons.
You know,
Hawks and Falcons.
I
You got
went
two
to- I
birds
went
of prey.
to
Y'all
Oklahoma
can't get more creative in
I went to
Atlanta. Is that all y'all
Oklahoma
got?
University, so I'm a Sooner. That will never change. I don't give a fuck what
That's
state I
unfortunate.
live in. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Sooner.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Sooner born, Sooner bred, Sooner dead. You know, I try to change that bulldog bullshit. It ain't gonna happen. Now,
What is a Sooner?
Braves,
Can you explain to me what a
Hawks,
Sooner is? Like,
Falcons.
what is a Sooner? Like, what is the definition of a Sooner? If you
it's
weren't
a
to,
horse.
oh,
It's a horse.
it's a shitty horse.
Okay.
Okay. It's probably gonna die sooner than later. It's a shitty horse.
I hate all Texas teams. I hate all Texas teams. That's why I could never get with even the pro teams before I moved from Oklahoma because I hate all Texas.
Oh, that's cool because we don't want you we don't want you affiliated with any of us. I mean, you can be a Cowboys fan. That's like South Dallas and all that other stuff. You can be those South Oklahoma fans, but Southern Oklahoma. But we don't want you in Houston. You are not welcome here.
We rule the Big 12. What the fuck are you talking about? Like we rule the Big 12. Like we ruled the motherfuckers. Like
Yeah, I'll take a Big 12.
talking
Anyway,
about? Don't even lie. And who rules the Big 12?
who knows? Who cares
Who
about
rules
that?
it?
Yeah, again, like I said,
Okay, well-
everything that y'all have, anytime that y'all have ever benefited and had success, it's because someone from Texas has been a
7
part of your team.
championships. 7
The
championships.
best player on your team every year
7
is someone from
championships.
Texas. Nobody from Oklahoma even plays on the Oklahoma team. Nobody knows anybody from Oklahoma that plays for Oklahoma. They're all from Texas.
Really?
Y'all benefit from Texas.
No.
Who?
Nobody from Texas knows. Nobody from Texas knows because you don't care to know.
Because they're all irrelevant. Nobody from who's the star?
Adrian Peterson, he played for Oklahoma. Well, he's from Texas, but guess what?
This argument is over. Thank you. Miss Angela, here's the deal. Look, I extended this conversation because I kept you on hold for, but it doesn't matter. He's from Texas. If Texas didn't exist, your little shitty team, it doesn't matter.
Because he beat his child in Texas. Like, that had nothing to do with Oklahoma. Like, still, you know.
It's terrible.
Hey.
Terrible. This is terrible. This is a terrible conversation.
You know.
I'm going to have nightmares from this conversation tonight.
But it is what it is.
You're just saying bad stuff. You're saying bad things. I can't believe it. I can't believe you're saying the things you're saying right now. It's
He did. He beat his child in Texas.
What does that have to do
with it? He
with
didn't do that in Oklahoma.
Hopefully he didn't have a kid. Hello, Miss Keisha.
That's what y'all do in Texas. Like, I don't know. Nothing, you know. Hey.
Look. Just because we discipline our children down here. Look. Yeah, that's why y'all are lackluster. Y'all lack discipline, and that's why all that weird stuff is going on in Atlanta now.
Well, that's what.
Y'all need to discipline them damn kids. That's why they wilding out now.
Atlanta's weird. What they got to do with anything? Atlanta's weird.
And you stay there. You stay there. You part of the weirdness. You contribute. That's terrible.
No, I'm not contributing to the weird shit, but I'm in here.
I
don't believe because of the Falcons.
If you are rooting for Atlanta teams and Atlanta is weird, you are contributing to the weirdness. Period. Point blank.
No, Texas was weird. Listen, all this shit that's been going on there. Listen.
Like what?
I'm not going to keep you on all night.
Like what? Tell me one of the weird things that's happening in Texas.
Going on in Texas.
Tell me one of the weird. Tell me one weird thing.
Getting flooded out because of the weird shit. Oh. All the weird shit.
We're getting flooding out because of weather. Weather, natural occurrences is weird shit. I don't know. I think fairies dancing on the corner is much more weird than natural weather patterns. The what?
No, it's like all shit that the good old boys did there. You know.
What does that have to do? Y'all, do you realize y'all have limp-wristed so-called men dancing around in fairy skirts on the corner, blessing people's cars with wands? That's the kind of stuff that goes. That's normalized. That's normalized in your environment. Y'all embrace that kind of stuff, but yet Houston is weird. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that ever in the city of Houston.
Where I live. I live on the east side.
Okay, but what I'm saying,
that shit is midtime.
But you've admitted that it's in the city. It's in the city in which you operate. I've never seen such a thing in Houston.
I live in the city. I don't live in the city.
You associate, you affiliate, and you claim that city.
I go to the city for the Braves game, the Hawks game, and the Falcons game. And the Braves.
Then you hang out in Midtown after the game.
And the Hawks are right next door to each other, like literally across the yard. Mm-hmm. So they just moved the Braves across town, right?
Yes.
So and that's not Midtown. So no, I don't.
So your favorite team. So okay. So this is what I'm saying. So you say you don't see it, but yet where you go to see your team is where this type of stuff takes place. So something's not adding up here.
No sir, ain't none of them in there. Ain't none of them in there. No sir.
They're there. Y'all probably carpool together. Y'all probably take Ubers together and shit. Y'all be in an Uber exchanging fashion tips and shit.
I drive my car. I drive my car because I literally stayed on purpose 10 minutes from the stadium. But it's not the city of Atlanta. But I stayed 10 minutes, but it's not the city of Atlanta. So no, sir, I don't take Uber. I drive, and I don't see them. Now, if you go to Midtown, now when y'all come to visit, and y'all see them, don't stay where you're staying at because of course you're gonna see them. So that's gonna make y'all suspect.
How does it make us suspect? This is where they live and thrive.
You better not stay right there. You better not stay right there.
I'm not going to Atlanta. I wouldn't want to go to Atlanta. Period. Like I have absolutely no interest.
Well, I've been to Houston.
Huh?
But I've been to Houston.
Good for you. That's an improvement. That's a wise decision.
I've been to Dallas.
That's terrible.
I've been to Fort Worth.
Yeah, that's not much better.
I've been to Houston.
That's the place you want to
Time.
be? Houston's a
Few
great place.
times.
Houston's a great place. Much better than Atlanta.
Not really. I've seen a whole bunch of Hispanics, and like I really didn't have a good time. Like it was.
Wow, that sounds racist. That sounds extremely racist. So because
But
you
I'm
saw
saying
a
I
lot of
didn't have a good time.
because you saw a lot of Hispanics in
Maybe
Houston,
I went to no. Well, I just
you didn't have a good time.
Like maybe I was in the wrong spot. I don't know.
You sound
But every
really
time
racist.
I went, it was a whole bunch of Hispanics, and I didn't have a good time.
Well,
Now,
I
when
for
went to
one
Dallas, I had a ball.
enjoy Hispanics.
When I
I
went to
love
Fort
Hispanic
Worth,
people.
I had a ball. Except when I went to the Red River Rivalry.
Oh, well, you took a loss that day, huh?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds about right. Look,
Yep.
look now, Miss Meat. Now look, I love talking to you, Miss Meat, but I have gone past my rules. I said I was going midnight, but I know I kept you on hold, and you've been talking this nonsense.
No.
It's been a little dry out here.
I guess Sunday. I will be in your I know you don't.
Man, you can pull up. You can pull up tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna be shitting on y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna be shitting on y'all tomorrow.
Win or lose.
I will be shitting on you guys tomorrow. I will be shitting on y'all Friday. I will be shitting on you Saturday, and most definitely shitting on y'all Sunday before and after the game. So make sure you're there. I'm gonna give you a special shout out every day. So make sure you tune in.
Because what I told you, I'm not scared.
Okay. Well, we will make
I'll be there.
Friday.
We play
Look, Friday. I will present you a gentleman's wager Friday. So
let me call in.
I will let you call in.
Call in on your line.
Call in. The line is for everybody.
I'm
not biased on the line. You're more than welcome to call in. And again, I will present you a gentleman's wager on Friday, and we will see if you're bold enough to accept it. If you're truly a fan of your team. Okay.
Whatever it is, Honcho, I will, because I'm not scared. Okay. I'm telling everybody now, whatever Honcho presents, I will accept.
All right, Bone Crusher, never scared. I see you.
I'm not. Never scared.
All right.
Never. Matter of fact, I just seen Bone Crusher. We went to a concert. But anyway, okay, Friday.
I got you. That's the bet. Well, I appreciate your call. Miss Angela, you have a good evening.
All right, Ed.
All right. Good night.
Later.
Adios. I gotta go to bed. See, I call myself trying to do this stuff and have a schedule. I'm supposed to be off this motherfucker at midnight. But I fucks with y'all, man. Y'all cool in my book. But I figured out here I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. It's time for me to take my ass to bed. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for helping me reach this evening's goal. Y'all are wonderful people. Heidi, you're still a racist. Everybody else, y'all cool in my book. Das ist ein bit. Ja. Was it Ja? I don't know. However y'all say that shit. Yeah. I'm finna go to sleep and kick Scotty out the bed. Because I know, see, Scotty has this plot. You know, he doesn't get in the bed. He waits till I get in the bed. And I'm sleeping. I think he listens to snoring. I think Scotty listens to snore. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've been snoring as bad as I probably used to. It used to be times I was snoring so loud I wake myself up. It's been a few years probably since I've done that. But I think he listens to snoring or maybe deep breathing or something. And then he makes his move. Because I swear, when I go to bed, Scotty's on the floor. He usually faces away like he's not about to commit some type of crime. And then you wake up, and somehow Scotty's in the fucking bed in between, you know, me and the lady Honcho, or fucking killing my foot or something. But the dog is he's a plotting schemer. And then he's crafty. Like, Scotty does weird, subtle stuff. Like, he doesn't really bother you, but if he wants something, what he does is he'll lay in your view somewhere. So he'll get, you know, he'll lay somewhere where you have to like cross his path. So if you're in the room, you know, he'll lay like in the middle of the doorway, won't come in the room, lay in the doorway, or somewhere where you'll sit. He'll get somewhere where it's very inconvenient, where you have to notice him. So he's a weird ass fucking dog. But I fucks with y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna lay it down, man. Hey, y'all are great people, and We'll be back at it tomorrow. Same day and time, same day and channel. I got to come up with a theme for tomorrow. You know, I know Friday night is, excuse me, Sunday night confessions. Whatever What's Up Wednesday is. We'll say Sunday night confessions. Talking Dirty After Dark is Friday. What's Up Wednesday, I guess, is just a variety of things. What's Up Wednesday is like any day. Just what's up. We just talk about stuff that's happening. So I got to come up with something on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And Saturday, actually. So I'm going to start theming Thor Thursday. Oh, yeah, Poor Stories is great. Throwback Thursday. We'll talk about some old school shit. We'll talk about something these young bucks don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? So some of these young bucks don't know nothing. See, Sweetberry, you've been so busy stealing pistachios. I told you, I'm trying to get back at you. I'm trying to keep it in line. I'm trying to keep it in a row. I'm going to try to make it shake. I don't know. But that'll be cool. Like, I'll be cool. I'm fucking tired. I'm thinking crazy thoughts. I thank all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. And until mañana, I'm gone.